Good numbing. Hello YouTube and welcome back to day 2 of Amphoreus. Sorry for no stream yesterday. It's the same reason why there wasn't a stream Monday and Tuesday. I have been struggling a little bit health-wise. It's nothing serious, nothing crazy. It's just you can hear my throat's gone a little bit. It's genuinely just there's a bug that's been floating around work for like the past couple months, and somehow everyone but me got it before Christmas. And like I was just the one where it's like, I know my time is coming, I know it's going to hit me soon, I know I won't get away with it forever, and then lo and behold, I now have it. But it has been like knocking me sideways a little bit. It's nothing serious, it's nothing crazy, it's the kind of just makes you really fucking tired and lethargic kind of bug, if that makes sense. Also, hello to everyone just joining. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Last time we left off, we didn't do too much because it's like, with my health being what it is, I didn't go too far. But I have explored. You can tell by the treasure chest count I've explored, and it's because Herta's kind of power creeped Topaz in the one aspect that matters. And I wasn't actually aware of this because I didn't want to like spoil myself on anything, so I kind of kept quiet on a lot of things. You use the Herta's triangle.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
She marks where the treasure chests are on the map. Like, just straight up. Like, she just puts them on the map for you. And I was like, oh! So I've finally been able to go back and clean up treasure chests everywhere else. And also, whilst we're just early on, let me know if audio is fine, everyone can hear me just fine and everything's tickety-boo. So, like, you can see, like, everywhere else, I have gone back and now cleared up the treasure chests. Because the Shackling Prison, some of these treasure chests are very hidden. And instead I've got them all here. I was only missing, like, one in the Sky Splitter, but it was still annoying. And then in Penacony, it was the university. I was missing 2. And so I just went in, tapped triangle, and done it. But yeah, I haven't finished building the Herta, but I'm basically there. I'm there enough that I'm going to use her in the party today. Because I've got her maxed out. I did end up spending a little money. Thankfully, it was only about £25, so about $30, just to get her light cone, because I got very unlucky. It is all fizzy. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's what matters. Last stream, we had a moment where for about 10 minutes, my mic died, and I didn't realize until, like, after I wrapped up the stream and kind of checked back through it, I noticed there was this blip, so I had to, like, put it in the timestamp. It's like, hey, during this bit, the audio is kind of fucky. 100 in Genshin Star Rail. They're going to spawn low, yeah. But I've done the traces. The artifact set, she is very simple to build, and I love simple. She's an extremely complicated-minded lady, but she's very simple in how to build, because you can just lean on aggression. Just give her high crit damage and high crit rate. Once you've got that prioritized, then you can lean on attack and speed. And I'm using the Scholar Lost in Erudition set on her. There's a couple pieces I kind of want to rebuild or rework. Like this one, I got all on attack, and I kind of want it to be a bit more balanced. And also a lot on defense, and I kind of want crit rate and damage. This, I kind of want crit rate. Like, I did want crit rate as a main one, because her crit rate struggles otherwise. But I need to try and get a bit more, because I don't have anything there. This piece, I re-rolled. There's a thing in 3.0, where there's these items you can get, that allow you to completely... Yeah, if you have, this, the variable die, re-roll the substats. I re-rolled it, because it was all on HP, and when I re-rolled it, if I show you... 3 on crit damage now, so it got better. Not glad I'm kind of mixed on Wooer. Oh, that's a shame. I've heard nothing but good things about 2.0 specifically. I know a lot of people had, like, gripes and, like, were very mixed on, like, the 1 series stuff of Wooer. But I heard that, like, 2.0 has, like, fixed a lot of problems and in general just made it a much cleaner experience. And to be fair, from what I've seen of the game looks beautiful. I just have no real interest right now. But yeah, I've got the Herta, but there's still some elements of her that I want to work on and think about, but we're getting there. I should go into the Honkai stuff. Anyway, let's let this story pick up.
Hey, are you in the forum?
For those who missed part 1, Amphoreus has a bunch of titans, and the titans are kind of, I think, at war. Well, some of them are at war. And the only real safe haven is this city that we're in, that still, like, masquerades itself as almost like this Greek heavenly paradise. But everyone who lives here is completely unaware space even exists. Let alone that they're just one planet in like a gargantuan cosmos. So much so that the like leaders, when we met them, or at least the most significant figures, specifically told us under no circumstance are you to let the general public know there is something beyond the skies. Because it will give them a false hope before of the impending apocalypse. And I was like, oh, okay. Chinese design is like by default. Stream Dark Star Robu doesn't feel like I always wonder, and I don't know this for a fact, and I've not about this up, so obviously take it with a grain of salt. I wonder if these, like, in these Chinese-made games, whether it's like a mandate to have a Chinese-themed area. I mean, it might just be that they're passionate, you know, like how a bunch of Japanese games have Japanese-themed areas. But it always feels very forced, and I always feel like the weakest story arc in Hoyoverse games are the one in the China-themed area. Like, Liyue just kind of drags. And the Sansho Lawfu has a lot of interesting side stories, but the actual main meat is kind of whatever.
Forum? Which one?
The one about the rosy celestial maiden? It's getting more popular by the minute.
Oh, we also met Aglaea, and it's kind of interesting how she is. I've seen people online describe her as morally grey, and at least from my experience with her, I don't agree. It's not morally grey, it's more she doesn't have a reason to directly trust us yet, so she's kind of testing us and sort of soft interrogating us. I don't treat that as morally grey, that's just a cautious woman. Like, come on, we're just some stranger from the skies. Like, I would be cautious too. But we learnt that, when we asked her directly, because her eyes are glazed, we asked her directly if she's blind. She says she isn't, but she can see in other ways. And we kind of deduced that she is kind of, like, she is blind. She just has other means of basically sensing and detecting the world around her that doesn't require her eyes. So although on a literal sense she can function normally without it, because she can still sense the world around her as it is. And as well as Christians, as well to the Romans. Oh, and Dunhung doesn't have voice. Rosy Celestial Maiden. Forum? I'm starting to get a little curious too. You understand me? Appreciate. Yeah, everything I've seen on Aglaea doesn't tell me morally grey, and it just, to me, it just comes across that people are putting that on her because they aren't happy that Aglaea isn't immediately fawning over the protagonist like a lot of other characters in Star Rail, and so they immediately have just put her in that ball game. It's like, no, she's just cautious, come on. I will say, though, I'm really enjoying Kevin's adaptation so far, or Phynon, as he's called now in this game. Because it's Kevin's, from what we can tell, the way they're handling Kevin in this game right now, I imagine it will change. Kevin in this game has the strength of post everything going down Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, he's extremely powerful, one of the strongest men you can ever hope to come across. You will lose any fight you go against him, assuredly. But he's pre everything going down personality. Because he is ultimately a Kazlana. He is Kiana's brother. And just like Kiana Kazlana, he's a complete happy dork, and I'm like, that's like Kiana showing through, and I like that's how they're doing it. He's got that strength, but he's genuinely just a kind of like a really happy, bubbly guy with good spirit and energy, and it's like, I'm really curious to see if they're gonna like have the thing happen and make him start going down that darker path again, because that's what made him such a fascinating villain and ultimately final boss of Impact Third, is that you got to see such a genuine human being fall from grace so severely. So it's like he is extremely strong. When we first encountered him, he beat both Dan Heng and Stel on his own and broke Dan Heng's weapon and literally like stole our bat from us for a bit. Like, he is very powerful and very effective. But then equally, he was grinning at us with like bright blue eyes, and it's like, oh, it's been a while since I've met strangers, and it's like, oh, okay, dude. Starting to get a little curious too. Yeah, like, I think we've spoke about it before. I don't think Sunday was a villain per se. His actions would have had dire consequences, and that absolutely made him the antagonistic force that you needed to fight with. But I could empathize with why he was the way he was. I could see beyond the curtain that a lot of how he wasn't because of him. It was because of how the Order groomed him. It was very. I see him as a very mixed character in general. Like, he's a better interpretation of morally grey, because you can understand why he's doing what he's doing. He just went the wrong way about it, and now he's choosing to try and learn and be better about himself. God, next paycheck I'm going to get a new controller, because my headset, because I've said before, I have my microphone plugged into my console, but I have my earphones plugged into my controller because it's just a spare wire, and the controller's got headphone jacks. My headset has been getting more and more statically recently, and I know for a fact it's not the headset, it's the controller. I need to replace this controller soon because it's getting old. The controller I had before, it was drifting, but I had this controller before I got that one. It's just, I now have to swap back to this one because this one also has problems. Like, trying to walk forward and constantly having, like, characters do that was really fucking annoying. But it's starting to get annoying now here, where, my headset gets staticky so often, and I have to keep on stopping to just sort it. Excuse me, we accidentally overheard something about a forum just now. We would like to find out more.
Your outfits, who exactly?
We're warriors from a foreign land who assisted in the defense of Akima.
Ah, brave warriors. Pardon me. I didn't expect you to be interested in such social affairs, but sure thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. I kind of wish, I know, like, they keep on, like, if we're supposed to, talk about this game for a second, if we're supposed to, try and blend in with the people, and, you know, not let anyone even remotely figure out that there might be something beyond the skies, I feel like Dan Heng and the protag should have got an alternate costume that's, like, more Greek/Roman maybe themed, you know, like something around those kind of fields.
Please, take out your teleslate. I'll help you connect to Akima's World Wound Web.
World Wound Web. Oh, it's actually an online discussion forum. Also, we learned that despite the fact that this planet has never been to space, and none of the residents are aware of anything beyond it, all of them have somehow developed, like, the same technology as us, and all speak the same language as us, which adds some questionable mysteries, because they've all brought up, it's like, wait, how do they all speak the same language as us if they've never touched, like, anything beyond the skies of their planet, and no one's ever touched them? And how do they all have phones if the same rule applies? I'll do as the Romans do, exactly. I knew it.
Please take a look.
It was as said, the rosy celestial maiden doesn't remember someone from Amphoreus no matter what, and there are so many wonders you won't see in Amphoreus in the photostone. A world of snow, countless small boats in the sky, splendor, skyscrapers. The world beyond the sky is real. Her hair was pink, and she wore a short blue blouse, and her eyes were at the sea reflecting the light of sunset. Is this seriously not Minestia's human avatar? Lady Aglaea is Minesta's ambassador. Nonsense. I already said that the Rosy Celestial Maiden isn't from Amphoreus. She's from beyond the sky. Are they talking about Elysia? Because we haven't met Elysia yet. Universe, right? Yeah. I'll admit that they have great many unofficial records, but the Skyship Calamity is not an apocryphal? What the fuck? Apocryphal tale. It is the tragedy that really happened. No one can pass the Sky Dome while Aquila maintains all their baleful gaze. After all, it's questionable if any world beyond the sky even exists. Even the existence of the Rosy Celestial Maiden is in dispute. Also, have a few attires made by Lady Aglaea herself. I hope I can make the Rosy Celestial Maiden's acquaintance with the Supreme Garbs as a gift. I told you I saw with my own eyes. Really? Then I saw Nicodor and Kefali clasping hands in the gesture of peace with my own eyes. My dear explorer, you are speaking drivel. You must have been deceived by Zagreus. Oh, well, fucking someone walked in front of the screen. Vision ROM. I speak with honesty. You treat me like this. Fine, so be it. I'll prove the existence of the world beyond the sky through my own means. Just watch me. I'll soar to the world beyond the sky. Even if I have to risk my own life, I'll find the Rosy Celestial Maiden. Silence you all. Speaking of maidens, for those who also missed the last stream I've got, March isn't with us. In fact, no one is with us. Dan Hung and I went on our own first because no one had ever landed on this planet, so we didn't know how safe it would be. So we needed people to stay behind, basically monitor us in case shit goes foobar. Except things went extremely foobar the moment we set foot. Our little mini pod got immediately attacked and blown out of the sky, with Stel and Dan Hung only narrowly surviving. We've also lost all communication. So March, Himiko, Welt, Sunday, and Black Swan are all still on the Astral Express with no ability to communicate with us. And the thing is, Black Swan and Sunday were staying behind anyway for now, because the moment we got even close to Amphoreus, March started feeling extremely unwell and very sluggish, to such an extent she's now bedridden. And so Sunday, using his psychological and medical background, is monitoring her, and Black Swan, being on the path of the remembrance, is she's saying that she's curious about why a planet based around the remembrance is causing such an effect on March, so she's curious enough to stay. But I have a few theories, and I'm slightly suspicious of Swan. Unfortunately, citizen, maybe. We don't exactly know, but it's clear that she has some connection to either Amphoreus or the Remembrance. But, well, we know that she has a connection to Remembrance because that's what's blocking her memory. But this planet is almost entirely inhabited by the Remembrance, and so it makes it more like, okay, so this planet probably has a lot to do with her past. That's what I'm going with. Yeah, I'll stick with it too. But Black Swan knows too much. And it's why she's now she's kind of suspicious to me, because she knew about Amphoreus, she knew about the situation that we was going to go into. She wasn't at all surprised by March's situation. Was very quick to be like, oh, I'll stay with March and monitor her. And it's like, oh, will you now? You know, like, there's a few things surrounding Black Swan that feel a little suspicious right now, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if that was the whole point of why she made sure she met us in Penacony to begin with, is that she has plans. Oh no! That Daimionis guy who took a photo of us, it must be him. He must have opened the album and saw the photos that March 7th previously took. Oh, they're not talking about Elysia, they're talking about March. When we asked the guy to take a photo of us, he must have scrolled through a photo, yeah. March 7th has now become a Celestial Maiden. That's besides the point. There are more than 100 people in here. Although no one believes that what Daimonis is saying now, we don't know what he'll do next. If the situation gets out of control, the consequences might be disastrous. Mankind's greatest enemy, social media. Quick, we have to find Demonius before things get worse. Wait, the universe, I don't need to do, and the ignorance of the universe gatekeep the upper class. Go to the bar to inquire about Demonius' whereabouts. Also, like, some of the some of the Titan names, Zagreus, like, come on. I've played Hades. I recognize these names. No, I can see the inspiration. Anyway, back to the bathhouse. There's so many people all of a sudden. At times like this, why not ask around?
Rosy Celestial Maiden. Just from this name alone, I am able to imagine your beauty. You must be the incarnation of Nestia.
Okay, you don't pronounce the M, got it.
Caused me to sink deeper and deeper, unable to get a hold of
Hey, this is why we weren't allowed to let the general public know that there's something beyond the skies. Because it will give them a false hope.
Oh, beautiful Celestial Maiden. How can I ever win your affection?
Man, I wish I could contact... I wish I could contact March right now, because I'd be like, hey girl, you got simps. With snacks, plushies, and cute clothes. Have you seen Demonius?
Damius? Ominos? No, I don't know what you're talking about, friend. Right now, I only have the rosy celestial maiden in my heart.
I wonder what he drank. Someone should calm him down. Let's go and look elsewhere.
Oh, rosy celestial maiden. You truly are a gift from the heavens, a daughter of the sun.
The Celestial Maiden is a meanie. Yeah, if you sass her, she'll sass you back. But other than that, she's just a cutie girl pop.
Even Aquila cannot restrain you.
Aquila? I would have thought it had been pronounced Aquila.
If only to lead us out of this long...
I mean, I'll go with it, but I would have assumed Aquila. She's not that gentle. Have you seen Demonius?
No. I do not care about any Damionis.
Demionis? Alright, dude.
I only have beautiful fantasies and poems in my heart. Oh, rosy celestial maiden, the light of Akima.
Next. As you can buy direct. I'm sorry. I know there are other games, like even gacha games, that have better water physics and have gone crazier with it. But every single time I enter the bath, I am baffled at how good the water physics are. Like, it's just like, you notice it immediately. In fact, I've seen it. Hang on, let me... Where are you, Miss Seventh? In your new costume. Look at this!
Let your food drop into the water.
Also, yeah, if you sign in during 3.0, you can get this costume for March for free. That is not the menu I went to. That is still not the menu I went to. Thank you. I'm glad that Hoyoverse are just adamant to never fix that in any of their fucking games. The quick wheel it works the way it's supposed to. Please, guys, it's been years. Fix the fucking wheel. In Genshin and this. I am so tired. Very much die, awesome. Like, the only game the wheel works in is Zenless, and in Zenless it's only half a wheel. It only does this side. Why is the wheel still inconsistent? We're not getting Fei Xiao. She's rerunning right now. In fact, all the current banners, I'd say with the exception of Jade, all of the characters running right now are fantastic. Jade is just a smidge too situational for me, so I'm not interested. But Fei Xiao is still like the most deranged fucking DPS on the planet right now. She's like, she is the power creep, for better or worse. Lingsha is one of the best healers, especially because she's a healer with a gun. And the Herta is the buff that Erudition has needed for so long. I burned all my rolls on her. Alright, you're a shopkeep who's just going through it. Hey, I want to see what you're selling. Achmonides. Yeah, I just want to see what you're selling. What are you selling? Alright, there we go. So I had to adjust my audio again. Please, dude, I just wanted to... Hey there, want an apple? Hey there, what the fuck are you selling? Oh, fair enough. Oh, if you're still back in Penacony, I do want to warn you that once you're done with Penacony, I don't think you can come straight to Amphoreus. I think you have to do the facial arc. You don't have to do the rapper stuff, thankfully, because the rapper stuff is kind of bad. But you do have to do the facial stuff, I believe. The facial story arc in the Sunshine Lawfu. I say it, the Rapper's character and how she's written is good. The story surrounding the fucking monkeys, however, isn't. That's like that's the trouble. Like all the monkey shit is kind of really dull and a little cringy at times. Whilst all the stuff surrounding Rapper about how like her literal way of thinking and speaking and the way she's so super in on the bit on being a ninja and being super coony is entirely because she was a fucking research subject that's been so heavily experimented and brainwashed that she genuinely believes what she is. But in her brainwash, there was still just enough of her mind that rebelled against the system that she killed her creators. Like, that's kind of cool. So she's just a loose cannon that could be set off at any time. Kind of almost like a sleeper agent, but she's trying to, like, you know, get past her to be just a normal girl, even with all those things around her. Like, that's sick. It's just a shame it's tied into all this monkey bullshit about, like, a literal group of English-speaking monkeys that are going around trying to manipulate people by using memes and trends to influence their decisions. It's like, man, this is just not what I came to play Star Rail for.
I want to be high up like that too.
I do hope we see more Rapper, though, because I think she is an interesting character, and I hope that she isn't just like a one-off, like,
Dear
girl of the
citizens,
week kind of thing.
Please stop spreading images of unknown origins. Please wake up. The Rosy Celestial Maiden is a lie crafted by Zagreus as a prank. We should follow the lead of Lady Aglaea and not subject ourselves to such mind-numbing fantasies.
Yeah, I get what you mean. In the year 2025, no less. Have you seen a Demonius?
Damionis. An explorer who thinks very highly of himself. I've heard of him, but have never met him in person. Others have said he's completely crazy.
Okay, it might be easier to stop people believing what he's going on about than it seems.
Rosy Celestial Maiden, a world beyond the sky.
What's that commotion?
How did you hear that from here?
Be high up like that too.
Alright, let's go up to, like, the elite. Oh, does this mean Dan Hung has to stay behind again? When we were taken up last time, because it was kind of like we weren't really invited, Aglaea was just kind of taking us along. She said she's already being disrespectful, but she doesn't want to push her luck, so she can only really bring one of us. Oh, do I need to call the lift down? Oh, god damn, it's going to take a minute. It's his turn, so fair enough. Speaking of late 90s, early 2000s, we're a month away from Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered, and you can tell by my pinned post, I have read the new blog post about Tomb Raider 6's remaster, and I am extremely fucking excited for Tomb Raider 6's remaster specifically.
Stop! Stop chasing after me! Don't come any closer!
Oh, you can finally go up there, awesome. For those who don't know, or aren't, like, really in the Tomb Raider, like, fandom or history whatsoever to know why Tomb Raider 6 being remastered in particular is so interesting. Tomb Raider 6 is effectively the black sheep of the entire franchise. And not just because it was different, it's because it was severely rushed because of extremely strict deadlines. It had to be out before the second live action film was released, and it was the first time they were working on PS2, first time working on a new engine, and they had about a year to put it together. It was never gonna happen. But what they threw together only ended up being about 30% of the original plan. They scrapped genuinely about 70% of the game because they just didn't have time. And what released, I love Angel of Darkness, but I am not ignorant to the fact that it is very buggy. It is very buggy, very glitchy, and there are several moments where things just kind of happen, where you know there probably should have been something in between it, but it was likely part of the stuff that got scrapped. The key example being when you're in the greenhouse level, and Lara, you go through a door, and Lara just somehow magically just changes into a different costume between the load screen. And it's because there was supposed to be a level in between that just didn't happen. So when you go through the level, it just transitions to the level after it, basically. With this remaster, they are reintegrating, not all of it, because some of it was, too far gone in the scrap, but they're reintegrating a lot of it, whilst also fixing all of its old problems and whatnot. And it's like, holy shit, they're actually making Angel of Darkness the game it was always meant to be. They've actually made the shop system, because you could get money in Angel of Darkness, there was just nowhere to spend it, so it was pointless. The shop system's back, and you can also use it to bribe people and get information, like how you were supposed to originally, but, scrapped. You can dual-wield guns, because, something that's a staple of Tomb Raider, having a gun in each hand, wasn't in AOD. It's now back. Curtis, a secondary playable character in Angel of Darkness that you play for, about 3 levels tops, his whole gimmick is that he's going to have a bunch of psychic abilities to, influence different things and do other stuff, etc., etc. In the main game, when you've only released, that doesn't exist. Instead, he has a cinematic ability where at very precise moments, the game says press triangle, you do it, and it plays a cutscene of him doing a thing, and that's it. Now, most of his psychic abilities are reintegrated into his core moveset, and his special, magic chakram thing that he has in all the promotional material but never used in the game is now back in his arsenal. And it's just every time I'm reading these things, it's like, oh hey, that scrapped bit of the tutorial that's going to teach you how to use the commando crawl because it's awkward is now back in the tutorial, and it's an optional extra thing because it doesn't actually teach you how to do it anywhere in the game because everywhere else it was scrapped. Angel of Darkness is going to be a real fucking video game again. And it's I'm so excited because I genuinely, despite all the problems, love Angel of Darkness. I think it's a real underdog game of the series. I love the immersive sim aspect to it, where you can go around talking to NPCs, and depending on how you respond to them, depends on what information you get, which can then influence the main objective. I loved that approach. I loved that it was going for it. I love the murder mystery angle that's takes over the whole first half of the game before all the cult shit kicks in. I genuinely love a lot of AOD, and I've always wanted to see it remastered to see it become what it always should have been, and now it's finally getting to be what it always should have been, and I couldn't be happier. Obviously, I'll play Tomb Raider 4 and 5 first, because I am also excited to see what they do with Last Revelation and Chronicles, but Tomb Raider 6 is the main treat for me. That's the big thing I'm looking forward to with these remasters next month. Maybe you had DX and the other.
He's running toward the garden of life.
Yeah.
Give chase.
Oh yeah, hey, these guys, because this city, if you haven't seen it yet, is huge. These guys exist. When you hit them, they give you a 40% speed buff. If you use it with Facial ability, she turns into fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Barged into what's all this fuss?
Literally, she turns into Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at this lady go. Sorry. Because Facial already has the fastest running speed in the game, so add them together, it gets a little fucking crazy.
He was just shouting about the rosy celestial.
Anyway, let me fix this.
Oh.
Can't a guy run his...
Maybe we should go home.
Also, Hertz's voice lines are fucking hilarious.
Maybe we should go home to stay safe.
Let me move away from this guy so I don't have to hear his dialogue. Some of Hertz's voice lines are so fucking funny. Like, genuinely. When you see an enemy, where is it? Enemy target found. Listen to this.
Is that it? I was expecting something bigger.
Like, alright, fuck.
Where am I going to find another genius as mentally well adjusted as me? In the mirror? Oh, every time I heard that her experiments failed, I'd rush over ASAP and congratulate her with the utmost sincerity. There's nothing more precious than failures for a genius. You always manage to pull out something new every time I'm on the verge of losing interest in you. Are you doing that on purpose? Maybe. Well, just maybe. You know what makes me tick?
Also, my favorite one, fucking Silverwolf.
Who?
Fucking Silver. Who? What?
Celestial Maiden! Celestial Maiden!
Space anchor pinned. Hey, before we go over there, apparently there's a treasure chest over here. Oh, it's one of Aglaea's things, so we can... You have found 12 nymphs so far. Can I turn it in for anything? Oh, no, not yet then. I wonder how many I need to get before I can turn it in. Me, Silverwolf. I mean, bro. I know the whole thing with the Herta. The reason why she doesn't acknowledge, she knows who Silverwolf is. She's just fucking with her. She just doesn't acknowledge her because she thinks Silverwolf is immature, so not worthy of her time. She can acknowledge that she's a very smart and capable hacker, but because she uses it for what she believes is just very banal and uninteresting things, she refuses to acknowledge it. If Silverwolf in Herta's eyes matured up and used her hacking ability or her smarts for other things, she would be a lot more welcoming. Oh, she also kind of fucking... for those who might recall, Silverwolf's actual story quest back in the 1 Point series ended in her accounts getting locked, but because she got tricked by oh, I forget his fucking name. Screwlum. If you put her in the same team as her, she just immediately
Did you
goes...
get your accounts back, young lady?
Like, alright.
What could possibly pique your curiosity here? Don't tell me. It's me.
Also, Herta and Ruan Mei are a really popular ship right now, and it's entirely because Herta's entire animation is about her baking a cake for Ruan Mei, and when it doesn't work, using magic to make one, and then Ruan Mei saying, I preferred the cake that you made. Like, so I preferred the smaller one. And then, like, you know, if you put her in the team with Ruan Mei, her just like, oh, you wanted me here, didn't you? Like, alright.
Play like how you usually do in the simulated universe. The good stuff is further ahead. Don't stop now. This is it? You don't want anything else? Science knows no boundaries, and neither do I.
I think Herta's immature too. She as well as Mondosiety follow a different form of immaturity. Cheh.
Still as hopeless as ever. I'd say you look tough, but who am I kidding? What's wrong? Never seen perfection.
She's so fucking full of herself, I love her.
All at once? I don't have time for games. If I wait any longer, the universe might just implode. Really? Impressive. This is worth learning.
Also, she's never happy with the treasure chests.
This thing? What I've got is leagues beyond. Pretty underwhelming. Who came up with this? Seriously, go rewrite it.
This isn't fair.
Need something?
Sorry, I'll stop getting distracted. Hey, Titan.
Citizen, calm down. Don't do anything foolish.
This is the Garden of Life.
the holy ground of the Bow of Rift. Are you trying to defile the gods?
No, I embrace my childish life. It's the number of your age should not determine the things you enjoy and the things that make you happy. But
The gods?
just don't like pester other people.
The wise Circes will be proud of me. Just watch.
What is he trying to do? Let's get closer and take a look. What's my point, buddy? Also, what's the library about? A bird flew here and planted a seed of reason in the fertile soil. Nurtured by the blazing sun, the holy city saw its first garden grow. With reason in as its rings and wisdom as its vitality within. The times may be tumultuous, but the legacy is passed down and the fire of civilization keeps burning. Are there any other chests up here? Hang on.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
No, there's one there. Where's the other one then? Unless it's not a treasure chest, it's a... Okay, it might not be a treasure chest, it might be like a quest thing. Same thing. Oh, fair enough. He looks like he's gonna fucking jump.
Should be shared equally by all. I, Explorer Damionis, shall put on these wings today and touch the sky, proving to everyone that a world beyond the sky exists.
Wings?
That's right. Right here, right now.
That is a giant flying amphora. You're going to fall to your death.
Ridicule me all you want. I shall prove myself and remove all doubts.
Use the clockwork tricks on him, wrong planet. I think he's going to die. We can't stand by and watch him die, let's go.
You two are the distinguished guests of Lady Aglaea?
Mr. Demonius, please calm down and don't act rashly.
My dear friends, I know that you must have your own reasons to hide the truth. I shall not make things difficult for you.
Indeed, remember so it was flawed, yeah.
But thank you for showing me the image from beyond the sky. Now I shall embark.
We didn't show you, you snuck a peek when we asked you to take a picture of us, you fuck.
Damionis always follows through on his words.
You've really misunderstood.
Save your words of persuasion. I've made up my mind.
Since appeasing him did not work, it's time for a change in strategy. No one will remember you. Your efforts are meaningless.
My friend, your tone has betrayed you. I understand that you're trying to persuade me to stay.
A clever fool. That's how to describe people like him, right?
I'm almost moved by his persistence.
Save your words. Aquila, feel my wrath!
We're running out of time. If we don't take action, it's a human life after all. There's no choice. Let's just tell him. Daemonis! You're right, there is a world beyond the sky.
What did you just say?
So... I was right? You really are
waiting for Silver Wolf's use
beyond
application.
the sky?
Oh no, she doesn't. She does acknowledge what Silver Wolf can do. She just feels she uses it for petty and immature and pointless reasons. She'd rather Silver Wolf use what she has for things that can benefit more than just her fucking bank account or her games. We are bound by a pact. I cannot reveal the truth to you.
A pact? Ah, so that's why he called you distinguished guests of Aglaea.
Damionis, we're taking you in for an interrogation.
Daemonis was dragged away from the guards before he could finish his sentence.
This is not going to go well.
Or as an intellectual. Well, what happened to him?
He learned something that he should never have learned. We can only hand him over to Lady Aglaea for judgment.
Lady Aglaea is not going to be happy with us that he learned this, considering she made us strictly swear to make sure no one fucking knew. Getting value from it.
Instead of worrying about his safety, perhaps you guys should worry about the impact of the rumors. Although no one believes what Damionis said about a world beyond the sky, the Rosy
it's like, even though he doesn't believe it, you did kind of turn March 7th into a form of Jesus for these people, so maybe you should do something about that. We're sorry for the troubles we caused.
It's alright. I think there's only one thing you can do right now. Go to Varix Leo and share something even more interesting with him. That way, there's a chance that you can cover up the rumors. As for what happened earlier, you won't tell anyone else about it. So go now, brave heroes.
It's going to be difficult to try and salvage this situation before Aglaea finds out. Aglaea's going to rip us a new one when she finds out. She's going to be like, what was the one fucking thing I asked? What's this? It's one of the mannequins in the clothing stores of Penacony. Yeah, it is one of Aglaea's supports. It's also a butterfly. Is that a fashion accessory? Now there's a warrior I've never seen before. Pretty cute too. I like it. Babe, you are a talking butterfly. How can we call him Babe? Babe, you're a talking butterfly. Wow, you actually saw through my disguise. Don't tell me you're my lady's priest, are you? I haven't seen them in a long time. What a shame. If you were also nymphs, we could have had a lot of fun together. How intriguing. We should catch these nymphs next time we encounter them. Perhaps they can help us better understand Amphoreus. Yep, this is the find the birds thing. All the nymphs in the area. The Gato will be deciphering the prophecy. Make unexpected information to unknown surprises. I have 14 nymphs. How many do I need? For the golden thread ascertain the whereabouts. You can miss. Oh no, I need them. Excuse me. He was a esteemed guest. The weaver's invaluable city. Prepared a small token of gratitude. Please take it. Oh hell yeah! How many are there? There are 20. Okay. So yeah, it is the same as the origami birds in Penacony. Then it's just this world's equivalent. Why does she literally do the cat smile when you do her attack? Didn't I fix this like last time I was on? What happened? Oh, do I have any more of the thing, like the currency for this? Okay, I need 10 of those things.
Please, careful, not the spirit thief.
I know these doors, because the city's so huge, I know these doors are just masking loads. They did similar things in Penacony in some of the bigger areas. They would have the doors, like, have, like, a special animation. Sorry to load for a second. The water in this bath is very cold. Is there anyone who is fond of cold water baths? The Vidyavara prefer cooler waters over hot baths. It's our nature. You can try it when you get the chance, but now's not the time. Let's go look for the Varix Leo first. Interesting.
Be in awe of Jews.
This is Varix Leo. It really is a lion's head. No matter how I look at it, it just looks like any other statue. How do we even interact with it? Put your hand into the lion's mouth.
Look who came to visit this mighty lion.
I wasn't going to pick the back, because I think if we damage it, we're already, like, potentially on the shit list. I don't want to put myself any further on it.
Aren't you Akima's two new friends? the brave warriors from a faraway place. It's an honor to meet you.
It seems you're very well informed.
Didn't anyone tell you? I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akuma. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place.
We would like to request your help. Currently, rumors regarding the Rosy Celestial Maiden have spread throughout the Holy City.
Brave warriors. I'm afraid that I won't be able to help with that. Rumors. As long as the citizens like it, who cares about whether it's true or not? However, the way you two are trying to stop it from spreading further, could there be some other reason? How about sharing it with me?
Why are you so interested in the tea?
Don't be fooled by it.
Oh, hey,
this
my day.
lion loves engaging in gossip and rumors. A few days ago,
he's going to be playable next patch.
My tribe's honor. Didn't you also turn a blind eye?
Isn't this Lord Mighty? How have you been lately?
The face of a lion, but the courage of a soulless hyena. You and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment, even encouraging despicable acts such as fabricating history. There's no limit to how low you would stoop.
How can you call that a fabrication? At most, it's just a little, reinterpretation. Artistic reinterpretation.
Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise, I'll turn you into iron dust with my bare hands.
You got it. I'll fix that right now. I assure all of you that from now on, you'll no longer hear the words Rosy Celestial Maiden.
Instead, you will hear Pink Jesus. With the cooperation of the Verex Leo, the rumors gradually die down. Thank you for your help.
Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also, Finon seems to think highly of you guys. If you were to be disposed of for such a trivial reason, his weak and fragile heart might not be able to bear it.
Disposed
Pray
of?
for the best, outsider. Pray that this farce has not reached the ears of Aglaea.
Aglaea is going to kick the shit out of us. She really is going to kick the shit out of us. She's going to be like, you two? I said one fucking request. I said, do not let them become even remotely aware of the what's beyond the skies. And what did you do? That boldly dressed Cryos heir also has an eccentric personality. Regardless, this matter has come to an end. Let's prepare ourselves and head to our appointment. Aglaea's gonna Hey, Tribby! Let me save Sin's life, yeah.
Hey! Over here! We've been waiting for quite some time.
Hi, Tribby.
Where have you two been? We've been waiting here for quite some time. Even our wings are tired.
We encountered some trouble, but thankfully everything's been resolved. Tribby, do you surf the web?
Wow, you guys are well informed. Do you even know about the World Wound Web? Young people sure are full of energy. But it's been such a busy day. Where would we find the time to surf the web?
That's good. Surfing the web isn't a good habit to have. Hey!
What a strange thing to say. Anyway, let's go. I hope Aggie isn't annoyed from waiting too long.
Oh, we don't know it for certain, but Tribby has, and Tribby's like one of three. It's like triplets going on, but all three of them, even when they're on their own, refer to themselves as we, as plural. But Tribby's kind of like seemingly the leader of the three. Because there's Tribby, there's Triony, and I can't remember what the third one's called. I'm really expecting Aglaea to like kick our ass. I'm expecting us to go over there and Aglaea going, I asked for one fucking thing. Is this door still locked, by the way?
I'd love to go in.
It is, okay.
Look.
The Gate of Infinity! It's very eye-catching, isn't it? That's where we met!
The landscape of Amphoreus is breathtaking. In the past, this place must have been a beautiful paradise.
Oh well, the past cannot be recreated. All we can do is follow the prophecy and move forward.
The past cannot be recreated, but you clearly showed us Oryx's miracle before.
Those are two different concepts. We can draw upon the power of the Veil of Evernight through prayer, and then salvage necessary items from the past for our own use. It isn't actually reversing time.
Even so, it still goes against the laws of physics that we know of. Ah, I didn't realize that was going to come up. Fuck, what did I just say there? Is it even surprising considering that there are also gods in this world? Even gods have to obey the underlying laws of the world. I'm still trying to understand Amphoreus' laws. We'll take photos later. Let's go and meet Aglaea for now. Hey Aglaea, hope you haven't heard about the news and aren't too mad about us.
Aggie, we're back!
Thanks for your hard work. Is there any news from Trian?
Not yet, but we've already figured out where the deserters are headed to. With a little more time, we'll be able to track down the location of Castrum Kremnos.
Mighty mentioned that place before.
Oh, he's that candid with the two of you. Castrum Kremnos, both Nikidor's territory and their current abode, is a moving city-state enveloped in fog.
I love Aglaea's accent. So back when the Titan was repelled, Lady Trian was off chasing the enemy?
Let's talk about something less serious for now. Would you mind giving the three of us some space, Treeby?
Oh, she's gonna fucking kill us.
Of course. Hope you like this gift.
As Treeby mentioned, the both of you spared no effort in protecting the holy city. I would like to present you with a gift in recognition of that. If you are to stay in Alpha, you'll need a place to rest.
Oh, is this going to be our room?
This gift will address your troubles. Welcome to your private bath chamber.
Oh my god. How fancy. This is even better than Penaconian hotel rooms. I don't want to go back to the Astral Express anymore. This place is indeed spacious and the decor is quite impressive.
I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here, take some time and get to know your surroundings.
And he's like, now you're trapped in your own room in the corner of the entire map. Why the fuck did you tell? I'm waiting, like, I feel it in my soul. Oh no. Not you again, you fuck. Give me back my treasure chest. Yes, they're literal treasure thieves. And you have to rewind time to catch them. Give it up, you fuck. So this is your home. It was completely vacant the last time I was here. You were moved in here before Aquila could blink. I just came to take a look around, honestly. Did I invite you here? It's far too extravagant in here. The stench of this opulence and lavishness makes me sick. While I was making my own way through wind and rain, you were here living up in a mansion, throwing back ambrosia and living the good life. What is even more loathsome is that you live in such radiant luxury and would still squabble over me over a mere chest. That's the excess that leaks from the gaps of your teeth would keep me clothed and fed for a whole year. Is it the fairness of the world? Is there any justice? Are there no laws anymore? If Talaton knew of this, they would burst into tears. Talaton has no interest in this. I don't care if Talaton has no interest, but my interest is fixed now. Heh, if you dare to stand in my way, you'd best be prepared to pay the price. Just give up the fucking treasure chest. Oh, you're fighting now?
Let's play for a while. Don't move. Open sesame.
I won't do.
Together at one. Let's. Can you find the answer?
Never hesitate. Too slow.
Attack with an ultimate? Alright, fucking... Your wish is my command, you motherfucker.
Victory is inevitable!
Able to retort and flare, damage dealt by all allies is increased.
Feeling spiffy?
I don't have time. Expand your thinking.
Next time you leave the house, remember to lock the door, otherwise you'll see what happens. Just give up the fucking treasure chest, oh my god. Thank you, you bitch, now get out of here. Like, Jesus Christ. You lean against the stone railings of the balcony, gazing into the distance. The mist-shrouded mountains of Amphoreus appear as vague outlines, like stone giants slowly shifting between crouching and standing. From somewhere, a bard's song drifts through the air. Though the words are unclear, the melody still conveys a tinge of nostalgia and longing for the past. This view is absolutely breathtaking. You agree with Dan Hung, very much so. Oh, okay, defeating the creature counted as a treasure chest as well, so we do have everything here now. Hey, get up, this is my house. Are you going to test the water temperature? Now dip 2 fingers to the bar to check the water temperature. It's lukewarm. Great, you suddenly think in your mind, trying hard not to let it... It's hard to let him see your joie de froid. What the fuck does that mean? The lounger chair in the room looks so comfy and enticing. You're worried that you'll completely lose the motivation to trailblaze if you lie on it. Think about it, all the twists and turns and hardships you've been through, are they worth it? Lying here and welcoming eternal comfy slumber? Maybe that's where you belong. Ahem. I know what you're thinking. Don't be tempted by a mere lounge chair.
Oh, finished exploring? I still have one last special gift for you.
What is it?
Come
Tell
this
us.
way. I'll explain it to you.
I really think she's gonna lull us in, and then once she knows we're completely alone, she's just gonna sit there and just pin us to a wall and go, what the fuck were you thinking? Is this a basin? It's like something used for rituals. I feel like I've seen it in a movie before. What a premium sink. Is this a mini dream pool? What a premium sink.
It's not your average wash basin. This ceremonial vessel belonged to the Chrysos heirs.
But you can see what I mean. If you look at her eyes look more glazed because she is technically blind. She can just see the world around her in other means.
You have learned, to some extent, about the history of Amphoreus and of the holy city Arkema. Now, I wish for both of you to witness the journey of the Chrysos heirs for yourselves.
What do you mean by witness?
In ancient times, Fegusa, the Chalice of Plenty, concealed the beginning of the world amidst billowing waves. When the ancient ocean priests discovered that place, they used spirit water to build a barrier in order to prevent the site from being disturbed by external forces. However, they also left behind a passageway. That passageway is none other than the ceremonial basin in front of you. Clear yourselves of all distracting thoughts and wash your faces with the spirit water inside the basin. When you next open your eyes, you shall witness for yourselves the Vortex of Genesis.
What?
Sanctuary that houses
Okay.
the original divinity of the 12 Titans. It's also the place where the prophesized miracle of Genesis will occur.
Is it really that amazing?
For your first time, I shall personally guide you into the depths. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Sever all other sounds and let my whispers fill your ears. Take a handful of the pristine water. Lift your palms in front of your chest and feel the water gently flow away through your fingers. Sink deeper and do this once more. Submerge your wrists in the spirit water. Familiarize yourself with its temperature, its touch. Spread your fingers, then lower your head and search for the palms of your hands. Feel the spirit water flow against your face until all of your senses are submerged. Floating, sinking, diving into the depths. You now stand at the heart of this world. Now, I require your honesty.
I fucking knew it! Oh, hey, Castris. Beautiful as always. Yeah, now she's gonna be like, okay, so what the fuck happened out there? Why is this happening again?
This is no laughing matter. It's an interrogation.
Uh-oh.
While the both of you were roaming the city, someone was paying attention to your every move. Unfortunately...
I fucking knew it! She's gonna be like, you broke the promise!
Promises.
So you were indeed aware of our transgression. However, we only did so to save a life.
The Holy City's fate is as fragile as thread. I must exercise prudence in order to eliminate sources of potential disaster. I will grant the both of you another chance to mend our broken trust. The golden thread shall judge on my behalf. If you're truthful, you will live. Else, you will perish.
Oh, this! Hey, I've heard about this. I didn't know the context. I was just told, hey, there's a point where you're, in the story where you're judged, and if you answer incorrectly, they legit actually kill you, and you have to do it all again. I was like, oh, fuck! Okay, so there's actually wrong answers you can give here, so I need to pay attention.
We meet again, distinguished guests.
Hey, Casterus. Were you the one spying on us?
Casterus will be your executioner.
Also, for those who aren't aware, the reason why Casterus doesn't make physical contact with anyone and always keeps her distance is because if she makes physical contact with anyone, they instantly die. She has the literal touch of death. So if we fuck up, she will literally just poke us and we will die. Lady Aglaea, it is undeniable that we broke our agreement out of carelessness. However, you never explained to us how revealing that a world beyond the sky exists would lead to dire consequences. What I want to know is exactly how grave a crime have we committed?
A reasonable request. It is indeed my oversight for failing to tell you everything in time. There have always been people in Amphoreus who looked beyond the skies. Indeed, there used to be a usurper nation that spared no expense in constructing skyships with the desire to break through the blue sky and reach the stars. However, Aglaea's divine punishment fell the instant the fleet of skyships took flight. An entire city-state, along with all of its subjects, was reduced to ash in that moment. It's not that Amphoreus is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn, and an entire nation of mortals to perish. The Eye of Twilight is only one example of this. This is forbidden territory which can never be ventured into.
So you're saying that it's better to pretend it doesn't exist instead? Humanity has always longed for the sky, and this is something that you can't prevent.
Divine punishment has never been fair. As Akima's guardian, I must do the same. This is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both of you remain devoted. 3 steps, Castress.
Yes, Lady Aglaea.
Oh, okay, so we fucked up.
I shall ask you 4 questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses will not affect the thread. The number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward that the executioner will take.
Oh, that's a little scary. If she reaches you before the end of the questions, she'll just touch and kill.
If she isn't standing behind you after all 4 questions have been asked and answered, the both of you will have passed this test. If she is, your journey will end.
But yeah, if you haven't realized that she is effectively a embodiment of death, Castoris's hair literally is a ribcage. You look at the back of her hairline, you can literally see it. Where's the hide screen? There it is. Her hair is in the shape of a ribcage. Like, she's got skeletal embodiments around her. Her weapon is a scythe. Like, she is effectively a Reaper-esque entity.
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Does this mean we can lie out to 2 times? No, I'm not answering that. There's no need for such guarantees. Regardless of what she says, Azel, we'll be fine as long as our consciousness is clear.
Well then, let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come?
To solve the problems plaguing this world, to allow our journey to continue, to turn this place upside down, to allow our journey to continue. The golden red remains calm and unchanged, because we were honest.
A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima?
Because of our courage, spirit, and selfless hearts. I regret what we did. We shouldn't have made to allow our journey to continue. That's going to be the answer they want you to give for all of these, isn't it? The golden thread remains calm and unchanged.
No fluctuations detected. A step.
God, I'm feeling like anxious because, like I said, I know for a fact you can actually fuck this up, and Castoris can kill you if you give her reason to. She'll get to you, and she will. Like I've seen, like the cutscene, she basically like rests her hand on your shoulder, and it comes up with text saying that, like, basically you collapse, feel this warmth, and then this cold, and then you die, and it comes up saying game over. And it then resets to before this cutscene, you have to do it again.
Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizens?
Oh. I can't make any guarantees. Golden thread remains calm and unchanged.
A response that lacks embellishment. You have no misgivings about the friction or suspicion that your answer might cause. A step will not be recorded.
I think Ocean Tree. The thing is, like, I'm curious how many people who... Because there are people that, like, anytime they get the opportunity, they never take the dialogue options that seriously, regardless. And there is already 2 incidences in Penacony, both side quests, admittedly, but incidences where your decisions actually had consequences. And it's like, I wonder how many people are going to get here, not take it seriously, pick the less serious options, and then actually get killed by Castoris.
Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body.
Oh yeah, they don't know about the
Are you willing
Stellaron.
to use it to aid the Chrysos heirs in slaying the gods?
It's one of the destruction seeds of disaster. Be careful, as it might backfire. Golden thread trembles slightly.
An angry threat, but one laced with uncertainty. You don't understand the power within your body either. A step will not be recorded this time. All 4 questions have been asked and answered. You have earned a second chance with your honesty. Both of you may continue to stay. Citizens will continue to view you as distinguished
okay, so
guests.
taking a step back for a second.
However,
that's why people think Aglaea is morally grey?
farce will not occur again.
She literally explained the reason why she did it is because we have to, or the Titans will fucking kill us. So she was just kind of being the middleman to sort it out. That's not morally grey. She's just standing on business. She had to test if, because she knows we're powerful, she knows that we can be a threat. She has to check, for the sake of the Titans, if we are able and willing to obey the laws of the land while we are here. If we are not, we can't be welcome, and Castorus will remove us the safest way for the sake of the city and the world, killing us. I guess that's grey in the sense of we will die, but I don't think that's morally grey when you really think about it. You know? I think she's actually very valid, and to be honest, I was expecting a lot more viciousness, because she's like, hey, you made exactly one promise and immediately fucking broke it. Like, I would be a little more distrusting, but no, she actually basically put us on trial. You know? I think it's more appropriate to say, for us to say that last part. You seriously expect us to help you after what we just went through?
Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path in the prophecy. You may be a ray of hope that fell onto Amphoreus. However,
Very good.
Until all has been proven,
It's threatening.
You cannot be
It's a
allowed
little
to pose a
intimidating.
threat.
It might even go as far as to say it's a little scary, but that doesn't mean she's antagonistic or morally grey. All of the Chrysos. Hey, let's not antagonize the lady. We know for a fact she can set up a literal basically judge, jury, and execution system right here and now. She literally span her wrist and we were binded by golden string, and Castorus only has to literally make physical contact with us and it's enough to kill us because of, her ties to death. Let's maybe not antagonize her, but she could just go, Castorus, take a step closer. If we stay, will you continue to monitor us?
For the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise and use every heartless yet effective trick in the book.
So yeah, she's literally saying, hey, look, I have to keep the peace. I think she's was a little fucking aggressive, but I completely understand Aglaea's perspective. The world is struggling as it is. Akema is the only safe place in the world right now. Everywhere else, there's war, there's strife, the Titans are going at it with each other. This is the only place that's safe. We're two outsiders who have no attachment to any of it, and we've already broken her trust once. She needs to keep this city safe, at all costs. So yeah, she's going to keep an eye on us. You know? Forgive us, but I'm afraid our cooperation cannot continue under these conditions. If we cannot gain your trust, Lady Aglaea, we'll depart, and Amphoreus isn't the only option for the Nameless. Things don't have to end on a sour note between us.
I respect your decision.
Hold on! Please, wait a moment.
Finan?
Finan? Kevin, how did you fucking get here?
Aglaea, as the first person to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to share regarding whether they can stay.
Do speak your mind.
Also, fun little trivia, Aglaea's English VA is the same VA as Gunyafen. You know, the street performer girl from the Sun show Lorthu? Same actress. It's crazy how much range she has.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akama, we fought side by side numerous times. The look in someone's eyes in moments of life and death never lies. And I was able to detect the conviction in their eyes back then. That's why I was willing to put my life in their hands. Please believe a warrior's intuition.
Oh, Kevin. It's so nice to see you actually be a positive person again after everything that happened in Impact Third. I don't want to have to see you go through that shit ever again.
At present, Akima is desperate for aid.
But I also feel like it's gonna happen.
Just like that.
I feel like we're gonna get Kevin 2.0 by the end of this story arc, but we'll see.
Isn't this what Miss Casterus believes as well?
Yeah, and as I say, and we've spoke to Casterus a few times. Casterus holds us in high regard. It's just she's also got a duty.
Yeah.
And also Casterus is so fucking beautiful. Can I just say that? Hey, a mistress of death? Why does she... If she's supposed to be this cold of a being, why is she so hot? No, hot's the wrong word. I genuinely think she's beautiful. Beautiful is the word I'd use to describe her.
I'm more willing to view
Okay, now tell me which character
than a punishment.
does the 9 she is. Oh,
So 2 crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed.
Also, hey, once again, what do you mean morally grey? She's prepared to take a step back and acknowledge that maybe she was too like stand-upish and aggressive. No, I genuinely have a lot of respect for Aglaea. I think in her position, she made the right calls and the right choices to try and get to the bottom of this. Even if they seemed a bit aggressive and a little extreme, when it's the only city left standing in a world destroyed by war and 2 strangers come in and immediately break your trust and you need to try and keep the city safe, you would be pretty fucking heavy-handed about it, you know? Serena Demuro words, I describe Casterus at a glance. Yeah.
Finum, will you
Listen, the only thing with Casterus, and I'm curious to see if they lean into it more, is the whole touch of death thing. She doesn't... It's not like she chooses that, okay, this time when my hand grazes you, you will die. It's if anything makes contact with her, it dies. Or if she makes contact with anything, it dies. When we met her, and we wanted to take photos together, she was insistent to stay 6 paces away from us. And when we said, hey, take a photo of us, she went, okay, put the camera on the ground, then step back. Because she doesn't want that risk. She doesn't want us anywhere, like, close to her sort of thing. But she still engages with the general public. So I'm assuming it's just kind of a known thing. That a lot of people are aware that you should not be too close. You can still talk and be civil and even be friendly with her, but you just can't get too close because it will put your life in literal danger.
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass... Next time, I hope you will express your thoughts openly.
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure they are adequately informed about the
I wonder when we're going to meet
concealed
Alicia.
within.
Or the Alicia XP, whatever she's called in this game.
Sorry, should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind.
I've got a text? Who the fuck's texted me? Oh no, I'll have a look later. It's probably tied to an event of some description.
I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger. Before the interrogation started...
That's not true. If you fuck up the thing, she does kill you. Fine, and I know that's bullshit. I've seen the cutscene.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaea, and Lord Finon is one of them.
Aglaea.
Whoops.
She has long sealed her heart.
She didn't even apologize.
Heart and ice, for Akima's sake. Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them.
Fucking demigod.
One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphoreus' deepest secrets are all hidden here. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame chase journey of the Chrysos heirs.
It's wild hearing mention of Flame Chase again. Or post Impact Third, because the Flame Chaser arc is the Kevin and Alicia arc from Impact Third. So the fact that they call it the Flame Chase journey, it's like they're not even being subtle about it. This is Flame Chase 2.0.
The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphoreus, while each illuminated constellation...
I imagine it's going to be a very different approach, and it's more the wording, but still. Like, it's going to be its own thing and not the same arc from Impact Third, but it's just still like, huh. There are 6 restored core flames. You've already halfway through your journey?
The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time. It was Aglaea and Trebi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
And they are the only 2 demigods in the Holy City.
Shouldn't it be 4?
While Trebi, Trian, and Trinon are 3 individuals, I suppose they're considered one single divine essence.
Oh, okay.
In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered, and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars, and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true. Aglaea and Trebi have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphoreus' fate.
You mentioned pursuing the Strife Titan. So, that's what you meant by your core flame.
Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs, and I'm following in the footsteps of those 2.
Mission? Huh.
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves?
Listening to the voices of the constellations? Is that really possible? Just see, Castor stands way the fuck over there.
Chrysos heirs, demigods. Is what's written in the prophecy truly Amphoreus' only possible fate?
But the thing I'm super curious about, and I can't wait for the context to see what happens, is considering Castor's whole thing of Touch of Death, there's a thing in the music teaser for this where Castor's open arm embraces Stell. And it's like, that should kill Stell because of the contact. So I'm really curious on the context of that. Like, I doubt we'll get to it this patch. This story's going to be across several patches, obviously. But that's just a little thing to think about for future. Like, when are we going to get to that bit? How's that going to go?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Please, step closer and listen to the voices of the Titans.
So whilst I'm here... No, fucking be more precise, please, help. No, get fucking... There.
Move closer. Listen carefully. And you may just catch the whispers echoing in the void. How about you start with the Lance of Fury, and the voice of Nikador?
Tides of the basin. The day is silent and the darkness has taken stage. Flames rise higher and the drums fall like rain. Warriors soaked in golden blood, their cloaks tattered. Bronze shields you, and brass echoes my sorrow. Ooh. The Stellar Shrine of the Titans contain 4 major quadrants. Press to switch to your next quadrant. Press to peek into the secrets of the Titans. The Lance of Fury, Nikador. Nikador is a titan of strife and competition. According to the mythology of the Crisis Hairs, they declared war on the gods and cast their world into endless strife. However, the battle also took its toll on the war god, as the divine corpus was corroded by the black tide, and they fell into endless madness. As their rage and ambition was never quelled, the Titakin Legion still roams the land, waging war against imaginary enemies. Nikador was a noble warrior that wears pure white sacred armor. Legend has it, that the Lance of Fury that they wield can raise even the most powerful and prosperous city to the ground. Their bloodthirsty temperament has also made them a god of blood and sacrifice. Warriors gather under them and yearn to follow Nikador into war and achieve an honorable death. Their disciples built a fortress known as Castrum Kremnos that brings turmoil and fear to the world, much like their god. There was once a time where this war god was also a symbol of protection, using extreme violence to extinguish strife and using war to maintain the balance of Amphoreus. The coin of whimsy, Zagreus. The core flame of trickery has been returned. Zagreus is the titan of lies and fortune. According to the mythology of the Crisis Heirs, their entry into the Pantheon was a complete accident. They once stole Nestia's seat and disguised themselves as Nestia to be worshipped. The true Zagreus is often depicted as a two-faced god who is both smiling and crying. Its two parts are much like the coexistence of lies and truth in the world. One cannot exist without the other. Zagreus has no interest in fulfilling their divine duties. Their love to cause divisions in the path of the god and play tricks to sow chaos and disorder. They do not have their own altars or temples either. This is because even Zagreus' disciples would not worship such a god. Thus, they have become the god of the poor and unremarkable. Legend states that they often appear in barren desert areas to provide people with unpredictable opportunities and change before setting out on a long journey. People would often curse the name of Zagreus to reduce their chances of them encountering thieves or ill fortune. They would also offer up prayers in times of suffering in the hopes of everything suddenly turning around. This is precisely the reason that they are tolerated. Nothing is perfect and no truth remains eternal. Change and carelessness can be fatal, but they can also be the savior in a critical moment. Thanatos is the titan of death and annihilation, and no one knows their true form, for the dead cannot relay legends to the living. It is said that their touch causes flowers to wither, soils to crack, metal to corrode, and flesh to turn to ashes. Everything shrouded in thick dark mist and disintegrated into meaningless fragments. Through the Chorus heirs consider themselves demigods by blood, they cannot escape the inevitable fate of organic life, death. The River of Souls seeks out death and forms a path to the underworld across barren fields. When war claims too many lives and souls have nowhere to rest, the tides of the River of Souls surge onto the land, with Thanatos steering the ship to claim the wealth of the deceased and guide them to the afterlife. They believe to be second in justice only to Talaton, as they only take the excess from the gods, without robbing the deceased of the assets they need to reach the afterlife. As night falls upon the world, death and darkness become the rulers of Amphoreus. An unknown black tide rises in great waves, swallowing the mortal realm and shattering the balance between the nether realm and the living world. The wandering spirits and monsters across many battlefields trapped between life and death seem to signify that even Thanatos, the keeper of death, is powerless before its force. The pillar of stone, Geonosis, the core flame of earth, has been returned. Geonosis is the titan of earth. The skies and the seas were also born of their dormant breath. Crisis Heirs mythology believes that every mountain range was once a physical manifestation of Geonosis. They are the largest, gentlest, and most benevolent titan that protects the mortal world. Legend states that when the black tide descended, their mountain peaks raged and caused huge ravines to open up. They were split into pieces and unable to ever reawaken. Jurius is also the god of agriculture and history. They gifted their body to the Titans to become the cornerstone of the creation of life. When death and famine raged, they ignored the wrath of Circes and shared knowledge of agriculture with the people of the world. Their knowledge struck with the Amphoreus for millennia. People often use the hourglass to commemorate the benevolent deity. Not wishing for any kind of compensation, Jurius has always been silent in the face of the praises of mortals. The mountain dwellers and dromuses of Amphoreus are all creations of Jurius. The clumsy titan never quite grasped the finer points of creation and always made their creations far too big. However, at the same time, their creations also absorbed Jurius' natural disposition to become tacit and kind. If there were anything that could send such a titan into a rage, it would be the foolish actions such as damaging the earth for crops. The cornerstone of ocean has already been returned, the chalice of plenty. Fagosha is the titan that controls oceans and storms, as well as the master of honey brew and banquets. They are capable of freely moving bodies of water across any part of Amphoreus as they please. According to mythology, they are a capricious and pleasure-obsessed god that sees the oceans as their place of alcoholic reverie. They have an eternal rivalry with the earth god Jurius, with no hope of making peace. That being said, Fagosha also bears the duty of washing clean the filth of the world. Baths that have received the benediction of the Titan are able to not only clean the body of impurities, they also cleanse the wounds of the soul. They have become an irreplaceable joy in the lives of Amphoreus and people. At the same time, Fagosha is also the god of banquets and drunkenness. They passed on the art of brewing to humanity and taught them the first songs and dances with the ocean breezes and waves. In the baths and banquet halls of Amphoreus, people often sing and imbibe. There's a ritual dedicated to the mother of the oceans. Fagosha enjoys roaming the mortal world. They appear in the waves of the ocean and deluge the rivers and the goblets of banquets in bring song, dance, and laughter. It is said that Fagosha will occasionally appear around long-distance sailing ship and invite their Titan kin to feast alongside the sailors. The only problem is after every banquet, the intoxicated Titan will whip up huge waves to keep the sailors awake through the night. The Eye of Twilight, Aquila. Aquila, the Titan of the sky, celestial bodies, and the cycle of night and day, is the largest of the Titans. They reside above the heavens of Amphoreus, encompassing and watching over the entire world. In most legends, Aquila's pride does not obscure their kindness. Their gaze upon humanity, warming the earth and bringing down life-giving rain. However, they can also transform into the most fearsome calamity, harshly punishing any who dare to overcome the sky. In the Tales of Amphoreus, Aquila is depicted as the colossal skybird with 100 eyes. When their eyes open, light fills the world, and when their eyelids fall, darkness envelops the land. In the war against the Calamity Titan, many of Aquila's eyes were blinded. This is why many city-states in Amphoreus are now shrouded in eternal night. Aquila is also the god of creation and invention, credited with creating the mechanical beasts scattered across the land. Engineers and mathematicians frequently pay homage to this 100-eyed deity, hoping to receive inspiration and enlightenment from their blessing. The Throne of Worlds, Kefeli. Kefeli is the omniscient, omnipotent god of original creation that holds up the skies. It is said that they were once the monarch that sat atop the throne, but now they are the god that bears the dawn device. Everyone of Kema is able to see their great form. Kefeli was born from the combination of lightning bolts of the sky striking the spine of the earth. They were then given the duty of creation of life. The first humans of Amphoreus were created in Kefeli's own image and given life. Kefeli loved these tiny beings so deeply that their majestic figure would always remain in the mortal world to accompany them. Crisis heirs believe that Kefeli is a symbol of the deliverers and heroes. They are the father of all heroes and the form that all deliverers will eventually take. It is said that Kefeli abandoned their throne ruling over the world just to become a ray of light for the people of Akima. There is a romantic legend that circulates throughout the whole holy city. When the world is in crisis, Kefeli will once again open their eyes and lead the people to victory against the black tide to create the heavens and earth once more. The crisis of God, Nestia. The core flame of romance has already been returned. Nestia is... Oh, if the core flame's already been returned, that means Elysia's probably, like, been involved, because she is, like, this being of sensing romance. Their appearance often illustrated as a beautiful and elusive butterfly with golden patterns carved into their wings. They and their Titan King pursue beauty in the world, weave it into the golden thread, and spin the romances of humankind and grant everyone Amphoreus love and affection. Legend states that Nestia fell in love with the Reason Titan Circes. They sat under the giant tree for a long time, endlessly confessing their love to the Titan, but Circes never responded. Nestia passed away crying tears of blood, and the Rose reborn from their golden cocoon as a humanoid figure. Covering themselves with their broken cocoon, they set out on a journey around Amphoreus with the blessing of their kin. Finally, Nestia returned from their adventures with the love of family, friends, and true love gathered from the world, wove them into their golden chrysales alongside their body and heart, and gifted them to Circes. In the arms of their lover, they were reborn as chrysales the gold. Ever since that moment, the butterfly and the tree have been inseparable and depend on each other for survival. Today, shadows of the past are cast across ancient ruins. These shadows that drift like scattered veils carry memories of the past. They are legacies that must not be lost. The divine powers of Nestia gather these threads and weave them together one by one to reveal destiny and prophecies. The Bow of Rift, Circes. Circes is the master of wisdom, intellect, and vegetation. They wield authority over egalities, knowledge, and rationality. The people refer to them as the hermits in the search of wisdom. Nature is Circes' courtyard and also their library. They allow people to study and rest there, and convey their knowledge to the ignorant tirelessly and generously. It is under their guidance that civilization and cities began in Amphoreus. Circes graces the world in the form of a grand and holy tree, where they take root, vegetation sprouts to become a massive forest, and here scholars walk by their side, enlightened in reason and thinking in debate, creating courts in search of new learning. They also gifted a seed of Kefali, allowing it to become the Garden of Wisdom, and allowing scholars to seek the Titan's wisdom even if they stand far from the holy tree. Circes' power influences every last plant in Amphoreus, from branches and vines to the very leaves themselves. In accordance with the pact they struck with Geonosis, they meditate life, maintaining the green and soil to be in perfect balance. Upon accepting their blessing, the plant's life can also gain the rationality to debate humans. This warns people to remain humble, for the truly wise might be the quiet ones around you. Gate of Infinity, Janus. The passage has already been returned. Janus is the titan of passages and roads. They know the existence and ends of all paths. Janus' power can open the doors to all broken mortal worlds, create non-existent paths, and point to unseen directions. Janus is the god most revered by humanity amid the three Fate Titans. Compared to the shapeless Talaton and the silent Oronix, they are more willing to guide humans. They are also the first god that woke from the chaos in myths. They created roads and connected cities. The passage that Janus rules over are not just doors humans traverse through, but also the paths that connect destiny. They reveal fate through prophecies and point the way forward for humanity. Janus made countless roads as well as countless choices. They guide humans to the correct path, so mankind will avoid the destiny of confusion. It is also due to the vow between Janus and Thanatos that the souls of the dead can be ferried towards the next life at the end of all things. However, per the lords created by Talaton, blessings come hand in hand with curses. Very few are aware that the god of doors is also the god of isolation and imprisonment. The scale of justice, Talaton, the core theme of laws, returned. Talaton is the titan of law and justice. They rarely appear in the mortal world in physical form, and there are almost no records of them in legend. People often say that they are the rulers of destiny, the law of all things, and the divine retribution for violation of such rules and laws. Talaton is seen as the manifestation of all justice. They uphold the taboos and boundaries of Amphoreus and lay down logic and laws for all things. They created balanced coins to ensure that all transactions are of equivalent exchange. They maintain the balance of the world. Any action that would damage these laws will be subject to retribution. Just a scale that never tilts, all things must be free of excess. If one wishes to obtain, they must first lose. If one wishes to receive the benediction of the Titan, you must pay a cost. Some people even end up being transformed into terrifying monsters. For this reason, the gods often view themselves as the mediator of strife. When a dispute between Titans cannot be resolved, only their judgment is able to satisfy their kin. Talaton has bound Amphoreus with strict laws, and themselves with an equally strict vow to never allow for favoritism or injustice. They and their disciple act accordingly to this vow, sentencing those who break their vows and violate boundaries to punishment, even if the subject of this judgment is another Titan. And finally, the Veil of Evernight, Orynyx. Orynyx is the Titan of time and night. Before the first dawn created by Aquila, the world was caged in the purest darkness. When the borders of day and night were separated, the young Orynyx joyted awake from the newborn concept of time, heading toward the outer reaches of Amphoreus alone. There, they materialized as the Evernight Veil, and henceforth remained afar from humanity, quietly spending their time managing the fabric of time. In the mist hurled by the Crisis heirs, Orynyx is the most secretive Titan, akin to the bottomless darkness itself. Artists are thus entranced by the Titan, because the scintillating dots of light in the night sky can awaken one's desires to understand a place within themselves. As the Titan with mastery over time, Orynyx supports all the past, present, and future of this world, allowing for the circulation of all things. They also collect many eroded memories to prevent them from being forgotten. Orynyx's priests can evoke incredible miracles, with their secret rituals capable of bringing in the past to the very present, and they also can gain oracles of the future from their Titan through the echoes of the Evernight Veil. All the echoes of the constellations fall silent. The next sound you meet your ears are waves? Titan murmurs. The unfamiliar call carries a longing that takes your soul's essence into the pool. Oh, this is the fucking Clocky statue. Doing shit around the world will allow you to get points to quote-unquote liberate yourself further. Yes, exploring Celestial Ambrosia can be obtained through various means, such as doing missions, adventure missions, world missions, opening chests, defeating spirit thieves Befolios, and occasionally collecting creation nymphs, as solving the brain teasers by Verlax Leo. Dissolve the Celestial Ambrosia in the water and raise the offering levels again. Hey, we don't have the Trailblazer's new form yet. Trailblazer Remembrance. But this is nice. Wishful Resin allows you to pick substats when making your own artifacts. Okay, it caps at level 10 for now. I imagine, like usual, it will get expanded as more of the world gets added in future patches. The water returns to its serene state. How curious. It appears that you just have to bring Celestial Ambrosia back here next time to get something nice. Speak to Finan about all the voices you just heard. And also let me rest my voice. Fine, I'll answer this as well. So yeah, this is a challenge thing to do in the area. I'll worry about that later.
So, did you hear it?
I did.
The first time I heard the voices of the Titans, I was just the boy playing with swords, oblivious to the meaning of life. To this day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. Alright, that's enough of my story. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Join the Chrysos heirs and aid us in hunting down Nikedor and retrieving the core flame from the Titan of Strife. If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best to provide you with answers.
How are the Chrysos heirs chosen?
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain a mystery to us all. The only reliable speculation is that it favors those caught in dire circumstances and bestows miracles upon them.
Where are the other Chrysos heirs in the world?
Legend has it that the first Chrysos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones began to walk this earth. Then came the Chrysos War. A conflict backed by the gods, yet one that brought much bloodshed and claimed many heroes. By the time of my birth, the tales of the Chrysos heirs had become more like legends than historical accounts. If there are others called forth by the prophecy, I trust that fate will guide them to us.
How do you plan to fight Nikedor?
Armed with courage and unwavering resolve. Our quest will begin as soon as Trian locates Castrum Kremnos. Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle to the death. Prepare yourselves.
I think I've got it all figured out.
The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and I won't impose my will upon you. Yet, if you choose to stay, I, Furina, from Aedes Elysiae, will spare no effort to bridge the gap between you and the Chrysos heirs.
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaea's heart won't be easy.
Well, we already broke her trust once, so...
But I will do my best as well.
Thank you, Casterus. Hazel, I'll leave the final decision to you. You don't have any comments? I trust Finan, but I trust your judgment more. Aww. Also, they're doing this shit again? No, we're staying.
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are the hope of Amphoreus.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's like the third time they've pulled that shit. Where they say, hey, you can just leave, and if you do, you get like a spoof ending. Actually, I say that. The second and third time now is but just leave. The first time was right at the very start of the game. You can just refuse Himiko to join the Express, and they just leave you there.
I've always believed that the journey of the Chrysos heirs is not meant to be the saga of a select few, and that we must unite all potential allies, especially heroic figures like you. Once we triumph in the battle against Nikedor, that should dispel Aglaea's doubts.
Lord Finan, our guests seem quite weary. Should we have them return to the bath chamber for some rest?
My apologies, I got a bit carried away. It's been a long first day for you here on Amphoreus.
Yeah, no shit.
Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trian will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Well, that was a lot of drama for one day. Let's go. With Finan's guarantee, we can at least take a moment to rest without any worries. I feel like we've forgotten something. Yeah, we need to take a photo for March. Good thing you still remember that. We've captured the spectacle of the Vortex of Genesis. The Outworld, the Vortex of Genesis. There's 2 treasure chests in here? Hang on.
Look. This is pure genius in action.
Oh, Casterus, you're here.
I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me for my actions earlier.
You just have to follow what you were doing, Casterus.
I had
You're
to
fine.
follow Lady Aglaea's instructions to avoid arousing her suspicion.
I don't blame you.
But I should not come near you, because I am the shadow of death. I'm sorry, but I prefer not to delve into such a heavy topic at the moment. Please follow Lord Finan's suggestion and return to the bath chamber for some rest. If you're interested in hearing more of the world's voices, feel free to prolong your stay in the vortex.
Oh, Casterus.
I'm sorry. I had to follow.
Why did you choose you to become the executioner?
Because
Okay,
I'm
no, she will.
sorry if
Yeah.
you're interested in it.
We'll figure it out, Casterus. I can't imagine how isolating that must be for her. That she physically can't have any, like, literal physical connections with anyone. Even if you're not of, like, someone who's, like, into physical connections in general, there's a difference between not liking it and you physically fucking can't, or it will hurt people, you know? Like, there's a difference in how it will feel for you.
I'm so parched.
I did.
Cheers.
The world's origin was sound of the ocean. This is the sound of the tides of the vortex. Sorry, let's go. The totems of the 12 Titans stand like 12 pairs of watchful, imperious eyes, overseeing the world they forged, nurtured, and ultimately brought to ruin. With the 12 constellations align and shine, the miracle that the crisis heirs speak of will illuminate, or so their prophecies claim. There you go, March. Alright, all the constellations of the 12 Titans are in there. Time to head out. Oh, they're gone. Finan and Custer's have already fucked off, huh? Is there a normal way to leave, or do we have to warp out? I think we have to warp out. Oh, Dawn and Evernight. Ooh. Oh, you have to run all the way up to the fucking thing? Oh. I was like, what? Why is there an exclamation point still on it? What's up?
I'm so parched.
Alright, let's go home.
A short respite.
I like to
time
tie
for the
people
next
in my
fight.
dream. Survive Aglaea's interrogation. Oh, and I imagine this. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives for the most glorious death is fucking it up.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
Calm your mood and rest. Yeah, no kidding. Rest of the night. So much has happened today. What, do I have something on my face? Today you talked more than you did the entire 3 worlds before this. Yeah, and it's such a shame that he's not voiced in English right now because of I'm still trying to sort things out with the strikes and whatnot. Because this is the most dialogue he's had. Well, since the talkative one isn't around, someone else is to take her place. But it's been a long day for me too, so let's get through this review quickly. Agreed. By estimation, it took us 20 system hours to figure out the current conditions of Amphoreus and build connections with the locals. Pretty good start. It's been a 20-hour day. Yeah, no wonder they're tired. But I feel there's more to everything than meets the eye. Even the crisis heirs themselves aren't as unified as we imagined. We're still looking at things through a clouded lens. Aglaea's verbal attack on us was also quite sudden. There might be a reason behind it. With all these doubts in our mind, we can only just do our best. There's no right answer to the Trailblaze after all. All we do is dive into this world and take things one step at a time. So I feel like this is oddly in character for Dunhung. Plenty of questions are still up in the air, but my brain is too tired to handle them. Finan's right. Let's call it a day and save them for tomorrow. Still simultaneous, yeah. It's funny that the quest is so focused on these two, and both of them haven't got voice acting right now because of the strike. In the meantime.
Aggie, this campaign is going to turn out fine, right?
Do not harbor doubt, teacher. As the interpreter of the prophecy for the Chrysos heirs, any uncertainty in your words may undermine people's resolve.
All right. But it's just you and us here. By the way, Aggie, I was actually wondering, when you were in the vortex earlier with them, were you actually going to...
Certainly not.
That's bullshit. I know if you fuck it up, she can.
Phew, that's good to know.
Why even bother to ask? If you were truly convinced of my intent to harm them, you would have intervened.
You sure don't miss a thing.
But equally, yeah, the whole fucking it up thing's not canon anyway, obviously. Really so technically, no, we can go along with the no one was actually going to do anything to us, really, story.
Initially, my plan was to use the threat of banishment to test their resolve and perseverance. But I noticed a sense of unease in Castris. She trusted in them, and even reached out to Finan in secret, believing I was unaware. Therefore, I took advantage of the situation and changed the threat from banishment to execution to see if the two could remain firm under the most extreme pressure.
What? Okay, Aglaea.
Simultaneously, it might also strengthen their bonds with Finan and Castris.
Do you have to go to such lengths for the battle against Nikador? That's going to make it a lot tougher for you to gain their trust.
That's not important. You and I will eventually step off the stage and leave Amphoreus' fate in the hands of others. That's the future you foresee, isn't it?
Yeah.
The prophecy of deliverance is nothing if not ambiguous. It urges us to defy the gods, yet refrains from providing a clear glimpse of what lies ahead. Right now, it is people's faith in the prophecy that unites them around the Chrysos heirs. Should a time come when their faith is shaken, all will crumble. Hence, we must be prepared. When our task is to craft the armor for the deliverer, what harm is there if you and I don humble attire?
Aggie, have you noticed... You keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are a counterexample.
Perhaps it's because my humanity is distancing itself from me. Another never-ending dawn. How bright is the day, and how long is the night. The golden thread hangs unusually silent today, as if the heavens, earth, and ocean are all holding their breath. Could they be mourning the impending downfall of a titan? Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
Let's go, Aggie. When have we ever been able to say no in all these hundreds of years?
What's that sound? Sound? Who's that? Which? Who's talking? Calm down, calm down. This time, next time. Oh, shut it! Someone's trying to sleep here. Tell me who you are. Who is you? Who am I? Broken, lost, one, complete. Sleep, go sleep. Disturb, night. Am I dreaming? I feel like there's been a voice talking in my head all night. I should probably mention this to Dan Hung. Hey, brother. You're finally awake. About time. Have you been up for a while? Yes, I wake up easily when it's too bright outside. The sky has been like this since we arrived at the Holy City. Did you sleep well? There was this voice in my dream. A voice? The voice of the Stellaron again, or... It sounded like an animal, but somehow I could understand it. That sounds a bit contradictory. Keep a note of whatever you can remember. The strange dream might be connected to the rules of this world. While you were asleep, I did some thinking. I believe the most pressing concern is still how the people of Amphoreus view what's beyond the sky. Unfortunately, contacting the Express might not be feasible for a while. If we try and fly out of Amphoreus, will we also incur the wrath of the gods? Yes, in the worst case, the entrance to Amphoreus is a one-way door, letting people in but not out. There's a new message. Did you both get a good rest? I'm ready to tackle something big. Nice! You're all fired up. The room conditions are great, and it's comfortable to rest here. There's something you want to discuss with us. I've got some good news. Teacher Trian has located the Kestum Kremnos. Hurry to the Crisis Heirs Bath in the Marmaril Palace and get ready to take on Nikador. Oh, you can rest a bit longer, no rush. Take it easy. I wasn't expecting the expedition to set off after only a night of rest. Yeah, Finan is a real, like, ready for anything kind of guy, huh? Crisis says getting ready to mobilize. Yeah, let's get over to, like, the big main bathhouse. Did you see this whole bathhouse pop in as we ran in? That's funny. Like, it all piece by piece started coming in.
What are you folks going to do next?
Do I need to call this down again? God damn it, I need to send it down when I'm up there. Like a fucking Bloodborne lift, you need to like send it down as you go to leave so you can get it next time.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
That fucking smirk. Oh, everyone's here.
Hey, great to see you here.
Trusting our fates to two strangers? Is this madness or folly?
Maybe both. You should really make more friends, Mighty.
Heroes, your attention, please. Trian has returned with news. For the first time in many years, we have dispersed the fog around Castrum Kremnos and verified its location. The awaited moment has finally arrived for the Chrysos heirs. Our path forward is now clear. Vanquish Nikador, the violent Lance of Fury, and bring the core flame of strife back to Akama to fuel the prophesized miracle. This is an arduous mission, and I must heed the voices of all to determine the best candidates for this campaign. Should you harbor any thoughts, this is the moment to bring them forth.
I, Finan, of Aedes Elysiae, wish to join the crusade against Nikador. Furthermore, I recommend the two warriors from foreign lands. They have fought alongside me against Nikador's double, and I have full faith in their bravery.
Hey, changing subjects slightly, I just, like, tried to fix my mic for a second again, like, you know, my headset is starting to get staticky, and I just realized, on, like, the PS5, like, you know, the card thing that appears when you bring up the, quick menu, it says I'm only 15, as in 15% complete with the current story. Uh-oh, we're gonna be here a while. Guess we have no choice but to give it our all. Are you still not used to it? It's the destiny of a trailblazer.
I, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, volunteer to join. Nikador has become corrupted over the years. His pride waning, but his might endures. Victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged
no worries,
army.
dude. Thanks for popping in.
I'm willing to join as well.
Take care of yourself.
To help guide departing souls and ease everyone's burdens.
Kosterus is just going to go along to just basically pick up the souls of the dead as we go. Oh, that's a little haunting.
I concur with your opinion. Though his divinity has faded, Nikador remains a formidable adversary. Yet, I cannot jeopardize all of your lives in one single battle. As we speak, the Hand of Shadow remains missing. The Eye of Twilight is still coveting our land, and Circes and Orynyx present significant threats, despite their lack of overt hostility toward humanity. Even with 2 demigods protecting the Holy City, the risk is too great. Hence, Casterus, you must remain here. Your place is not on the front lines, and the battlefield is best left to the warriors.
I understand.
As for the 2 foreign warriors, select one to accompany you, Finan. Placing both esteemed guests on the front line would not be proper.
Oh, me.
She excels in wielding a range of weapons, and her flaming lance has quelled the enemy's advances multiple times. Mighty and I are both better at offense, so from a tactical standpoint, would you be willing to fight alongside us?
We could try letting Dan harm tank. Sure, let's do this.
If you have no objections. Aglaea, the 3 of us will take on the mission to hunt down the Titan.
Midamos, Castrum Kremnos was your home. Your people were once Nikador's followers. Yet, you've chosen to turn to Akima and dedicate yourself to the prophecy. Do you swear, upon Kefali's body, to make this mission of the Chrysos heirs your foremost duty?
When Nikador succumbed to madness, they stopped being a god to my people. I will use my wrath as a human to strip that god of their authority. As for the core flame, and that soon-to-be vacant divine throne, if that is the objects you desire, you can have it. I have no interest in becoming a replacement god.
How generous! I'm not the type to accept charity, so I'll definitely be the one who deals the final blow through Nikador's heart.
The party that will embark on the expedition to Castrum Kremnos is decided. Finan from Ides Elysiae, Mighty from Castrum Kremnos, and the distinguished guest from the Outlands.
The distinguished guest?
I, Aglaea from Akima, Chrysos heir and the demigod who bears Nestia's divine authority, hereby bless your journey ahead. Trian will open the gate that will lead you to Castrum Kremnos. May the golden thread guide you on your journey and bring you safely home.
Speak to Trian when you're ready to go to the custom Kremnos. Hey, Casterus.
Please, come back victorious. I'll pray for you. May your steps be ever quicker than death's relentless pursuit.
Blow, wind, blow! All the way to Castrum Kremnos! Woohoo! Snowy, deep, let's fly together! All the way across!
We don't have wings on our backs, Trian. Can you open a gate for us?
Oh, a gate!
Oh, a gate!
Alright, let's open a gate! Century Gate! Woo!
Why does she act like a child?
It's true, Trian is very playful, but she's the best gatekeeper at Amphoreus. Her Century Gate never fails.
Is there another way to travel?
Instead of worrying about gates, why don't you take the time to think about how the 3 of us are supposed to fend off an entire army?
Okay, Mighty, I'm allowed to ask questions.
It's not like you at all, Mighty. Don't tell me you're scared.
Alright, Century Gate is opening soon. Right now! Snowy, Dee, and newbie Little Gray.
Little Gray. Let's go.
Slay! Slay!
Hazel, take this with you. And on Hunger's March 7th camera to you. Record the sights you see on your adventure for March. Wait for my triumphant return. Keep yourself safe and work within your capabilities.
Stand still and listen up. We, Treeby, Trien, and Trinin from Yanisopolis, messengers of the Chrysosairs and the demigods who bear Yanis's divine authority, give unto you our blessings. May fate show you benevolence and seal away all paths that lead to dead ends, and throw open all gates that lead to victory.
Cutscene? Oh no, we're just here.
It's quieter than I expected.
It's corrupted, but still familiar. This is Castrum Kremnos.
Times really have changed. Even Nikador's own lands are on the verge of collapse. I haven't seen any sign of Titankin.
If even half of Castrum Kremnos' old might remains, it would mean that Aglaea sent us to our deaths. This is the outer city corridor. It used to be heavily guarded by soldiers. Even with the two of us working together, we wouldn't have made it past 30 steps.
Seeing all this making you homesick?
Think whatever you want.
Yeah, Kremnos used to be the place every warrior longed for. Kind of a shame you didn't live in that era full of strong warriors, eh, Mighty? If all the heroes of the past hadn't fallen one after another, I wouldn't be the only worthy opponent you have left.
I can see the smoke shining in the background. I need to pick it up.
Are you scared? It's still not too late to run.
No, I'm just thinking about the warriors who also braved this very corridor in the past. They all ventured towards the city of the Lance of Fury, all just to set their names in gold. The fortress may be in ruins now, but what we're about to do is no different from what they were striving for back then. Let's go. We'll take back the core flame of strife, or die in Kremnos. Those are the only two paths to glory we can choose from. How does it feel to be home again after so long?
Not here. I lived in the inner city.
Oh, as befitting of the crown
Sorry,
prince
I
of
had to get it.
Kremnos.
Oh, we're at a skill point? Well, I guess I have been using this a lot.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
28 chests? Oh boy. Oh, this area's... Oh, this area's big! Oh, remembrance. Yes, we do need that.
Trien, the road ahead is dangerous. You should stay here and find a safe place to hide. We'll return once we complete our mission. Then we'll have to trouble you to use the Sentry Gate again, alright?
Got it. Hide so the baddies can't find me.
Is she really a demigod?
Trien has sacrificed a lot for Amphoreus.
Oh, and there's a speed buff because this area's ginormous. I see, that looks like an enemy.
I'll go easy this time.
Never seen perfection before. Expand your thinking. Curiosity is a dangerous thing, you know. Endless riddles, but the answer is nothing but a void.
Oh, the fight's over. Thanks.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis.
We'll finally see some soldiers roaming about.
They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy.
God, Mighty, you can relax a little bit. Come on.
It seems enemies aren't the only things stopping us. This bridge has fallen into disrepair. I suppose even Kremnoan craftsmanship can be unreliable sometimes.
Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts.
No wonder it's so fragile. Maybe these people were taking their grievances out on you.
Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row.
Except now, it's stopping the people trying to kill Nikador. It's moments like this that make me miss Trebi.
Oh, hey, have I got a surprise for you? Lucky for you, I'm an expert.
Oh, Trebi taught you how? I have to say that the ability to perform miracles is innate. Without a priest's resonance, an ordinary person would fall into a coma after chanting the first few words of the prayer. But since you volunteered, please be my guest.
Can use temporary rewind to collapsing bridge in levitating state. Remember, bridge can only be crossed once before it collapses again. Additionally, the bridge is powered by crystals below it, and impacting crystals cause the bridge to collapse. Each bridge may have its own unique means to collapse. Even if the trailblazers themselves standing atop the unstable bridge, they will not be able to deactivate the prayer to rewind it.
Amazing! You do have the touch.
So when you run across, it will then crumble again.
And it's broken again. I guess even a Titan's power isn't enough to stabilize this bridge.
But it's enough for us to then get this.
Just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile.
Alright, dude. Like, every chance he gets. Oh, this is going to be all enemies. Yep.
Let's save some time.
Don't worry, I'll go easy.
Show me what you... The fearless knows not fear.
Converge and awaken. All things human creations. I'll go easy. A quick
Fangs and... Never hesitate! Too slow.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking.
The fearless knows not fear. I venture for forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I'll go easy.
Oh, hey, if you can believe it, I kind of like this team we've got now.
Too slow.
I'm going to save my energy, though, for the next fight.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you.
Yeah, it was easy enough.
Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit.
Oh, okay, they're not always gold butterflies, got it.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Look, the gate open.
Genius. We never would have known if you hadn't said anything.
Alright.
Let's go. We can take a detour from the broken bridge.
Let's play for a while. Don't move. Can you find the answer? Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Fangs and claws got never hesitate! Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you.
I'm destroying all these things because you never know when we might need the resources.
Look! In the sky! That's...
Holy
shit. Blade of Fury. Even if the world lay shattered, it would still hang high above everyone's head.
A fearless and reckless blade that won every battle for its wielder and bestowed its name upon many heroes. But the blade now hangs about the head of mortal, tortures their soul with their insanity. Fall, let the somber and wrong spirits return to the land once again.
It's... magnificent.
You haven't seen it at its most magnificent. That's the giant sword Nikidor used to destroy Aglaea's heavenly kingdom long ago. Followed by one city-state after another. It's not just a weapon. It's the faith of the Kremnoan people. Souls who died heroically on the battlefield will further temper the blade in Nikidor's hand, becoming a part of the God King's power. Such is the Titan's conquest. Nikidor, the Titankin, and the people who have faith in strife sweep away all their enemies. Even in death, they embrace eternal glory.
I think you're exaggerating a little. I can think of at least 3 losses suffered by Castrum Kremnos in the Chrysos War just off the top of my head.
There's no shame in losing to those who conspire and plot in secret. Those weak and despicable individuals are the ones who should be ashamed.
True. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. The Kremnoan people have always been straightforward. They spend their whole lives running to the battlefield. No wonder Zagreus loves teasing you.
I wonder if any of the Titans will end up having a human form that we could meet. Every time they bring up Zagreus, my mind immediately goes to Hades, and I'm like, man, it would be cool.
But that's all in the past. Guess what I'm thinking, Mighty?
Probably nothing good. Keep it simple.
This isn't just an expedition. It's also a battle to determine a victor. Since we're already here, why don't we have a match and fight to our heart's content? Just you and me. Let's recreate the original Kremnos festival. Show me what the grandest fighting competition in Castrum Kremnos was like. Let's gild this expedition with another layer of glory, and compete to see who can kill the most crazed Titankin. How about it?
What's the prize?
The privilege of delivering the final blow to Nikidor.
Interesting. I accept your challenge.
Boys, time and a place. Am I the referee?
I know, Mighty. He prefers to fight alone. There are 2 paths ahead. You and I will take the same one. We won't compete on who's fastest, but on the number of trophies. So we'll each be responsible for our own tally. Don't worry, I won't add her kills to my own count.
Doesn't matter to me, even if you do. You don't know the lay of the land. So I'll give you a 10-step head start.
He already thinks he's won. But I won't decline the offer either. Let's get going.
All right. So I'm just deciding which route I want to take.
Made it. Hopefully the enemies on this side are worthy of our combined might.
Underwhelming.
Oh, here we
Finally,
go.
opponents who look like they can put up a fight. Let's go. We're going to win this competition.
I was gonna say, if it's the whole like kills that we make don't count, I'm surprised like he doesn't get a turn as like an extra temporary character.
Converge and awaken.
Never seen perfection before.
Let's play. I see through you. Human creations. Can you find the answer?
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Yin and yang.
I don't have tough. Open sesame.
Oh, damn, 42.
A quick divination.
Curiosity.
Endless riddles.
Nothing but a void.
Together as one.
Never seen perfection before. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Never hesitate!
You went fine and defeated 4 Titan Kings to Vela, and you collected the Kremnos crest from their bodies.
2 down. Not a bad start.
Not great at math, are you?
We fought them together, so naturally I can only take half the credit. That's what I call fair play.
Isn't it more dangerous to split up?
Don't worry, Mighty is strong, and so am I. Did you see the look in his eyes? He's racked by homesickness, and doesn't want to show it to anyone else. Nothing is more important to Mighty than his people.
Yeah, you're doing this to just to help pulling him away from it a little bit. I get
ruins, but Kremnos is still the only place where he can be free. Now that we've sent him away, he can go have a good cry wherever he wants.
Fine on. The way you cared, I'm literally in tears.
We've been both friends and foes since the day we met. Working with him always brings out my competitive side.
Why are you just standing there? Giving up already?
Now, what do you know? We're talking strategy here. Let's go. The competition might not be the real goal, but I still really hate losing.
Oh yeah, there's a treasure chest there if you took that path. It's alright, we can go back down the other path later. Cause the nymph to be hit by a memory. Oh, okay, that happened. This is a load, because the next area is bigger.
Whoa. That's impressive.
The Kremnoan follows you with his eagle-sharp gaze. You're sure he can't keep his eyes on both open day and night without blinking. So if I'd gone this way, it looks like it would have just gone up the same bit. Okay.
Huh? When did you get over there?
I told you before you don't know the lay of the land in this city. That's why you won't beat me. And just so you know, I'm at 6.
Wow! Seems like luck is on your side. Our path was a little lax on security. Not to worry, though. I'll catch up once we cross this iron chain bridge.
Assuming you can get across. Do you see the lightning bolt striking the chain?
Ah, it doesn't look like ordinary lightning. which means mindlessly running across would spell certain death. There happens to be a prophecy tablet here, though. Let's go take a look. Maybe it'll help us.
Oh, is this going to be the hint to spell out the riddle? The prophecy tablet is a creation of Oronix. Solving the puzzle will make the prophecy come true. Combine the fragments in the operation area to make the pattern on the left and align with the base image of the operation area. The overlapping parts of the fragments will disappear, but if you overlay the fragments again, they will reappear. If the puzzle remains unsolved for a period of time, the since the tablet itself can be sought, press the hint. Nah, I ain't a... There we go.
My hands are just itching to chop it up.
The weather forecast.
Great. Should be smooth sailing from here. How's it going? Oh, you look stumped. I'll be going on ahead, though.
Mere lightning won't stop a warrior of Castrum Kremnos.
Fucking go, 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 go!
Whoa! You're nimbler than I thought.
Worry about yourself. There's an endless abyss below us. That's more like it.
Oh my god!
You practically have 9 lives, and on top of that, you're lucky. I'm almost jealous. That was a close one. Thankfully, we both have a remarkable
sense of balance.
So, this is a lounge. It feels out of place. Maybe this is where all the warriors in the past took their breaks. Just regular old bits and pieces. Nothing that stands out. There's a thick layer of dust. Guess no one's been here for a long time. They must have been left behind by Mighty's people when they departed.
It's hard to imagine people used to live here.
It was a city of warriors, but ordinary citizens lived here too. They look the same as anyone else. They just have traditions that are slightly different from ours.
There's another 20! Oh god, I must have missed a few then.
This is a proverb slate. It doesn't look like the rest of the things that were left behind. It looks kind of new, in fact. Who would have left this here? I can't read the runes either. Must be written in an ancient language of Castrum Kremnos.
Time to use this Symphasia beacon.
What does that mean? Alright, give it a go.
Oh, fuck. I overestimated myself.
Don't worry. We have an expert next door. We can show it to Mighty when we group back up. Though that does remind me. I've been wondering how you can understand the language and writing we use in Amphoreus when you're from beyond the sky.
Dong Hung and I haven't figured it out yet either.
Did Amphoreus have more dealings with worlds beyond the sky than we thought? But nothing like this was ever recorded in our historical materials. Maybe your arrival will overturn many things we thought we knew.
Yeah, we have to check our progress on that.
It's a gadget that records your voice. People don't like this sort of thing nowadays. Why don't you hold on to it? It makes a sound when you shake it. Should make for an interesting collectible. Give you something to show for your trip, in addition to the photos.
Lance of Fury Nikador. Blades and lances resound out loud, and their bloodlust will never die. The peace that they protect lays beneath the horrific mountains of corpses and rivers and blood.
Well, we've turned over every nook and cranny. It's time to move on.
More trouble.
Wait, what's that creature doing? Is it trying to stop us?
Alibi.
Killed its own comrade. I truly have no honor
to speak of. The bullholder statue's base can be destroyed by attacks, causing the ball to roll in the direction the statue faces, breaking obstacles along the path and pushing open slightly ajar doors. Onyx's prey can be used to rewind the bullholder statue to the base where it was undamaged.
The road ahead is blocked by the iron ball. Can you call upon Onyx's... No, that's not going to work.
Because I'm too weak.
It's not your fault. Castrum Kremnos is Nikador's territory, after all. The environment is cutting off your ability to resonate with Onyx. In principle, there should be an instrument used by time priests somewhere in this fortress. Ah! There it is!
Interacting with Onyx's shrine summons the realm of the ages. Within the realm, the color of the energy ripples and memory-laden objects changes, indicating that the Trailblazer's rewind ability is now unrestricted. Within the realm, a single press is sufficient to continuously complete the stride's rewinding process, with no 3-second time limit. Additionally, pressing the rewind button again during rewind on the same target temporarily interrupts the process. You can evaluate whether the realm has been activated by looking out for the presence of a floating ball of light near the Trailblazer. The realm will dissipate when you are a certain distance away from the shrine, and the boost of your rewind powers will also disappear.
I'll go easy this. Feeling spiffy?
Fangs and claws. The fearless knows not fear.
Let's play. Can you
Let's
find
play.
the answer? Converge and awaken.
Ow. Ow.
Open in sesame. All things human creations.
You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate. I won't do.
Let's play.
Nice.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Not bad.
Oh, and there's the blue ball thing you're talking about.
Different about you already. Why don't you give it another go?
So now I tap it, I don't have to actually be involved, I can just go do my own thing.
That's it! Nice work!
I didn't do that, but I'll take the achievement. It was the enemy that did that to tutorialize, but sure.
I'll go easy this time.
Never seen perfection before.
Can you find the answer?
Expansion. Curiosity.
Endless riddles.
Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Jeez. Yeah, rolling for Herder was the right choice. Even at E0, she's really strong.
From the sound of things, we're about to lose if we don't step it up.
Heh.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Show me what the fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Together as one.
I won't do. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Amazing. But then again,
What is this?
it's me we're talking about.
The Black Tide has spoiled the entire area. Look for a nearby Titan mark to purify it. I'm guessing not yet. Okay. I kind of figured it out, I just did it the wrong way round at first. Not on the first attempt, I mean.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Careful. We're getting very close to the Blade of Fury.
Understood. There's still more to do.
Let's save some time.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
The fearless knows not fear. Forever. Triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Converge and awaken! Human creations!
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
I was gonna say, can the Spirit Thief show up? Yes. And we can get more things from that. Oh, okay, that's for that, got it. Ooh.
This is the center, all right. That's a sizable formation.
Now it's a chance to take the lead.
My thoughts exactly. You have the heart of a fighter, my friend. If the records are correct, directly beneath the Blade of Fury lies the world-renowned Kremnos Arena. The path before us leads either to glory or to death. Of course, glory is ours, and death is theirs. Approaching now are the duo of gladiators.
Oh my god.
Names strike terror in all who hear them. The one, the only Dark Swordmaster, Furina!
Furina! This fucking guy.
Show me what you can
And the
do.
Galactic
I'll give you 5
Baseballer.
seconds.
Let's play for a while. I see through you.
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! Too slow.
Open sesame.
That won't do.
Ooh, what a savage hit! The baseballer shows no mercy to their enemies. Can you hear that? The crowd's roaring in approval.
This fucking guy. That requires a bit of imagination.
Expand your faith. Curious? Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Marvelous teamwork, these two gladiators.
These illusions of yours are seriously getting on my nerves.
Open
Must also contend with the noise from outside the arena. How unfortunate.
I venture forth to forever.
This guy.
Victory is inevitable!
Let's play for a while.
Too slow.
That should do it.
With their exceptional strength and perfect teamwork, these two gladiators have bested every opponent.
But the glory they've been striving for has not come as anticipated.
How disappointing. No sign of the Titan at all. Is Nikador hiding somewhere?
They're most likely in the soul forging zone. The path is right behind you.
Thanks! What about you?
I'll take the other path. It's crawling with parasites.
You've definitely had the upper hand in this competition. Shall we go? Well, it's not every day you see a view like this. Go ahead and capture it with the photo stone.
Yeah, I don't know if this is really her thing, but we'll take a photo anyway. A faint murmur rides in wind, a whisper of ancient history, the elegy of God, and the rumbles of strife.
So, that friend of yours, her name is March.
That's right, she's called March 7th.
March 7th. You think our names sound strange. You guys mentioned her in the Vortex of Genesis earlier. You must really value your friendship with her to go through all this effort to document the journey for her.
She was supposed to be here, but she's not feeling well.
That's unfortunate. Honestly, seeing how you both look out for your friend has furthered my trust in you. A person's true character often comes to light in their friendships. Most of what my teacher taught me has slipped away, but this sentence is still vivid in my memory. Especially in these tumultuous times. Friends who you can trust completely are a rare and precious find. Let's keep going. We can't let Mighty Mouse get too full of himself. The prophecy tablet might be able to unlock that closed gate.
The horn of martialism has not sounded since the Mad King's spirit scattered. The throne has not seen a change of hands in a long time, and the land of bloodlust awaits its new ruler. And we can't go down because that's there. And I think that's the switch for it, opposite it. Oh, I know there's going to be a really complicated one later. I feel it in my soul. There's going to be one later on that's going to be really mean. And require to like quadruple layer over one thing or some shit. Oh, there's a type of enemy we just haven't encountered once yet. These guys, the troops. Oh, we haven't encountered the Praetor as well. And then this. Oh, there's still 2 more areas to actually even visit then. Use Onyx's Prayer 3 times in the Abyss of Fate, and use Onyx's Prayer 3 times in the Bloodbath Battlefront. So yeah, we have got a lot to fucking do yet. How are we actually... Sorry. I know I'm getting distracted. What else is new? How many do I actually have of these total? I have 5. Hey, do you think I can get Linksha in 5 rolls? Let's find out. Oh, hey, Mosaic. Hey, do you think I can get her in 6 rolls then? It's not looking good. Well, well, I tried.
According to Mighty, we need to go deeper into Castrum Kremnos. It's that way. But there's another exit here. I wonder where it leads. Maybe we can use the iron ball to smash through the roadblock. Hopefully it leads to Castrum Kremnos' treasure vault. Otherwise it might not be worth the effort. There's one upstairs. Maybe we can figure out a way to get it down. Choose any path you like. It's entirely up to you.
You got it, boss. Oh, you got way the fuck up there. Okay, I'll have to worry about that later.
Left path. That won't stop us. Why's the staircase blocked? Weird to think that people lived here.
Oh, we came here. Yep, that's this bit.
All things human creations. Feeling spiffy?
Helpless open sesame. Curiosity.
Endless riddles.
Nothing but a void.
Pack creation's true intentions? What? Break at least 4 enemies' war armor in a single attack. Oh. Fair. We won't be able to do this straight away, right? Yeah, I can see the red already. Need to find this. I know it's freed us so we can go upstairs, but I want to see how far back it actually goes. Oh my god. Interesting.
Oh, you want this?
Let's go. Can you find the answer?
I will be wrapping up soon-ish. Thankfully, my health's been relatively on my side today, but equally, I want to keep getting better, so I don't want to take the piss. I have real bad luck with these sort of things usually. So I think 3 to 3.5 hours per stream, at least for now, is the wise way to go. Also, for the record, if we don't, which by the looks of it, we really won't, if we don't have the HSR stuff done before the Zenless Sunday stream, I will skip that Sunday, and we will stream more HSR. So I want to try and get this done before we get really back to anything else. How do we get to the other side, though? There's enemies over there and more things to, like, to mess with. I wonder if I knock that down, if it will keep on rolling enough to actually hit this out of the way then. Oh, hey.
Well done! Go claim our rewards. No one else in Kremnos will have any use for them anyway.
Yeah.
Let's save some time.
Is that it? Okay. I'm going to just see if I got all the enemies first.
Can you find the answer?
And whilst we're doing this, hey, I should probably talk about the elephant in the room that I kind of, like, not ignoring, just kind of forgot to talk about. The Nintendo Switch 2 officially got announced yesterday as of this stream. And I will probably get it. Obviously, it depends on pricing and whatnot on it. But for those who don't know, I never got a Switch 1, but I have played it a few times, like with friends or like around friend, family, and yada yada. And like, it's one of those things where I was always
Endless riddles.
on the fence because there just wasn't enough to justify me getting it for me personally, and a lot of the stuff that was good for it eventually came to other platforms anyway. The biggest one being Shin Megami Tensei 5. But the Switch 2 being completely backwards compatible with the Switch 1 and being more powerful will open up a lot more doors to make it more interesting for me to even want to try. Because hey, I want to play those Pokemon games. Hey, I don't want to play them at 10 FPS. Hey, nice. I was hoping it would go through. And it would be nice to actually now do that. Well, assuming. I know those games are poorly optimized anyway, so I'm sure there'll still be trouble anyway, but you know what I mean. But it would be nice to go through, like, the newest Pokemon. Nice.
Ooh, nice. But surely there's something better out there.
Let's go get that other chest as well.
Let's save some time.
That's alright. Don't worry, guys. Let me just run to, like, the opposite fucking corner of the room. No, it's literally only here, thankfully. No extra chest in here? Alright. Cool. The marvelous avenue that once held an army can barely bait the weight of a single fallen leaf these days. Oh, fucking alright. How are we doing on chests anyway?
This is pure genius in action.
Yep, I already missed one in this area. Cool. Alright, let's go get it. Alright, we left the area, so we're not in the realms of its influence anymore. Oh, and there's an enemy back here too. Okay, glad we checked.
Open sesame.
That won't do.
Converge and awaken. No matter. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Never hesitate! Trap! Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I am also getting a little hungry, so I don't want to wrap up soonish anyway. And I know that's also part of being unwell, that you are just a bit hungry because you're more worn. Okay, let's proceed on, I guess. We know there's a chest there we need to get, but I don't think we can... Oh, maybe. No, I'll proceed on. I'll come back for it later.
A fallen titan, soulless kin, and a desolate fortress. This place has fallen pretty far from the way people remember it. We meet again. What's your count so far?
30.
That's not too far off. We still stand a chance.
Ah, I just remembered. We came across a slate with inscriptions in an ancient language of Castrum Kremnos. Could you help translate it?
Is it beyond your knowledge, amateur historian?
Sadly, yes. You are my only hope now.
You just keep having fun. I've got better things to do.
We're at 51. We're sweeping him. What do you mean? Oh, hey, you fuck. By the great Zagreus. Get back here. Hey, you fuck. Stop for a minute, I have something to tell you. In all my years of thievery, I've never met someone like you. It's the same precious jewel rare artifact. It's just some chest filled with junk, and yet you would still fight this hard to keep your greedy mitts on it. Are you so hard pressed that you just go around shoveling everything you find in your greedy little pockets? I have my own use for it. The resolute determination. I see we have the same mind. Hehe, if you saw my collection, you would throw yourself to the ground in reverence and get out of my way. I thought they were the only person who would be able to catch me in a place so full of twists and turns. Your methods are remarkable indeed. I wonder if I could capture her too. Hehehe.
Feeling spiffy? Open sesame. Converge and awaken. Human creations.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Fisher into the war armor. Yeah, I think we did a lot more than that. I think that enemy was like disintegrated.
Too slow.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
I know we can kind of leave, but I want to get at least as far to see this whole Kremnos chess competition thing between the lads wrap up.
Feeling spiffy? Can you
I
find
probably,
the
if I wanted to get through this quick, I would swap to Acheron, but I don't know if that would stop you from guessing the crests.
together as one.
Because he didn't technically fight them.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Every time. She's so full of herself, I love it.
Huh, there's another mural up ahead. Want to take a closer look?
Suppose we can.
How did you beat us here again? But there are still plenty of enemies around. What's wrong? Already tired?
I gave you two this final chance on purpose. If you're not interested, fine.
Well, how generous of you. This is the stockpiling zone. We must be getting close to Nikador.
That's right. But by the time you arrive, he might already have fallen by my hand.
Then we must act quickly. We can't let you die right before our eyes, can we? We'll be meeting up with Mighty soon. Want to clean up this area and increase our trophy count?
Yeah, it's like, hey, try and fight every enemy, so you might actually count this as a victory.
Victory or defeat. It all comes down to this. The path is cut off. But how did he get through? Oh, did he set up this roadblock on purpose?
Go in your head.
He might look honest, but he's a lot shrewder than he seems. Enough joking. Let's look around. Ah, this might come in handy. A stone table for the hand of Zagreus. Let's use it to fill the crack in the path.
The hand of Zagreus?
Simply put, Zagreus is the titan of trickery. Thievery, deception, and betrayal. These unsavory acts are all tied to them. That titan has fallen. But they left bewitching hands scattered all over the world. Now people use these giant hands to move things around. And, well, to steal things, too. I don't normally approve of this, but given the circumstances, let's use it this one time.
Am I going to control that giant hand thing over there? The hand of Zagreus is the divine body left behind by Zagreus, the trickery titan. After the titan had fallen, the people of Amphoreus let them modify and use them. Interact with the stone to use it. Drag the joystick to the bottom left to control the movement, and right side buttons to send and descend. Hit the quits button to disengage. The hand of Zagreus will remain in the spot.
We need to find a solution to mend the broken path.
Zagreus interact with golden Zagreus runes to perform a bridge action, forming a bridge where the rune is located to provide a passenger for the passage for the trailblaze.
Great job.
Oh, so you can see it on the map. That's almost creepy. Just the hand.
Let's save some time. All together.
Oh, and another light puzzle.
Let's play for...
Open sesame.
Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
I think I need to try and get the Herta to be a smidge faster, because she goes dead last in the party otherwise. I'm not actually sure what her speed is on the top of my head. I'll have to check after the fight.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
I mean, with Sparks, it's not the end of the world, but still.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
Oh, it's not that she's slow, it's that everyone else is the fucking human bullet. 120 is not a bad amount. Fucking thanks. Oh, on the opposite side.
Ooh, nice. But surely there's something better out there.
Damn it. Bronyo could probably make the shot, but oh well. That we need to be powered up for, that's another builder.
So many stones here. I wonder how many war machines can be built with all this. But after today, we'll be slumbering here forever.
Sometimes nice to slow down a bit.
Oh.
This should work now. Let's just hope no more strange mechanisms get in our way.
Let's save some time. All together. The fearless knows not fear.
But yeah, well, going back to the Switch 2 discussion, fucking... I don't know if they're going to count it as Mario Kart 9 or 10, because it depends whether they count Tour, but they teased the new Mario Kart. And what's cool as well, or what's interesting, is that they've reworked, from the little bit we saw in it, they've reworked a lot of the designs. Like, Princess Peach has one a lot more in line with her older design, like her original design, where like her hair wasn't tied up. Donkey Kong has his, like, NES era design, and not his Rare era design. Which it might just be more about trying to like be more the original design and not just keep on relying on it. But it's going to be an adjustment, assuming it isn't like an alternate costume or something for like I don't know how many people, but at least for me it will be, because I'm so used to the Rare version of Donkey Kong's design that he's had for literally decades now. And it also, like, people are theorizing it looks like it might be 24 players, which is going to be brutal when you're in first place and get hit by a blue shell and you're suddenly 17th, but that's besides the point. Can you imagine fucking Baby Park with 24 players?
Expand your thinking.
I am curious what maps will be in it, both new and returning, because after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus the DLC had like a million fucking maps.
Fearless.
Okay, it is hard to tell. Okay, so now it's just the troops we've got to worry about, and then more areas we haven't been to yet. Yeah, I've done all that. That's resetting soon. I haven't done the last one either of these two because I just haven't been bothered to. I was like, that's done. Why is that still being promoted in front of me? Oh, is it just because I haven't done like the little things? Okay. Yeah, honestly, I love this artwork though for Herta the Conductor. And then Divergent is warning because it is resetting soon. And so it's your last chance to get it. But I did it all last update because I thought it was resetting with this update, not after it. Okay, I was gonna say, that's not gonna like shove us off, is it?
Let's save some time. All together. Never hesitate. Too slow. Forever.
But get used to seeing a bit more HSR because apparently this story is going to be across like 8 fucking patches. And so for the next 10.5-ish months,
Find the answer.
every time there's a patch, it's going to be main story stuff. So the whole thing I did in Penacony, where like after the main story was done, I kind of didn't really cover much. Not the case anymore. At least not for a while.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast.
I imagine if they're doing it this way, though, 4.0 will probably not do it as well, just to actually let the devs breathe and have time to keep on top of this. Can we get up there before we leave? Oh, we can, but we have to move the hand. And even then, we can't approach from that side because it's a dead end there, so we need to figure out another way to get up, but then we need to figure out how to bridge that gap first. Okay, so yeah, we can't do that for now.
Let's play for a while.
Open sesame.
Too slow.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
And if you have a second erudition member on the team, Herta gets even better.
It's over already.
Because one of her talents is a boost. It's like an 80% crit boost if she has another erudition member on the team.
Surely
Look, someone's getting impatient.
You took your sweet time.
Apologies, but someone forgot to clear out the obstacles along the way.
Enough chatter. Show me your tally.
My day just throws the 30 crests in his collection. Compared to the number of crests you obtained with my day. Or my D.
Haha! Looks like we won!
Well, I'm a man of my word. You can deliver the final blow.
Wait. On second thought, the stakes seem a bit too high. Deciding who gets the glory with just one competition might be disrespectful to the gods. Let's change the stakes. You can just share half your spoils with us. As for Nikador, we can take him down together.
The real question is if we can pull it off. Well, here's your spoils.
They're right up ahead then?
There's just a faint scent, but I'm certain They're here.
Oh, if we're about to cross paths, then actually this is probably the best point to stop, so then next time we can dive straight into it. Yeah, and then going into the arena from there. Yeah, that's probably a good place to actually then wrap up. So I'm going to go... We can go back here.
Short respite, then time for the next.
I wish you could warp straight to it instead of having to do the fucking run up, but I get it. It's building up the suspense of like, ooh, like putting the flame chase into the core of your mind.
The sea is right here.
Oh, one more try. Lingsha. Please, I want the mage with a gun. Or the healer with a gun. Fuck! Alright, let's go back to Akima and I will wrap up for today. So I know these are shorter-ish streams. I would have loved to have done like an 8 hour straight. Like, it's crazy how Honkai is like the one where like that's constantly getting like being like thwarted. Where like I constantly want to do like the long streams, but it's just things keep happening to stop that really manifesting, unfortunately. I can't help my health, but I don't want to take the piss either. So it is what it is. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. And why not consider joining the membership while you're at it to get access to a bunch of emotes. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.